What's going on, people? Back again for another Red Talk. Flawless, what you telling me, bro?
Yes, family. I'm all blessed, man. All good, all good. You all good and everything, yeah?
Yeah, fam, man. I'm blessed. Can't complain, bruv. Can't complain.
Yeah,
What you saying?
all good. I'm just seeing all this United news. Obviously, UGARTE, Fulham interested in McTominay. Some rumors about Garnacho potentially starting against Fulham as well. So yeah, man, just all the conversations surrounding the club, man. It's been good conversation. Some of it hilarious. I still can't believe we played Bruno and Mount. You know what I'm saying? It's the 10 and the false 9, but here we are. Here we
Trust
are.
me,
Yeah,
my positivity is hanging on by a thread, blood. Hey, you know what? It's hanging on by a thread, bro. Listen.
Why? Wait. I've not spoke to you. Let me guess. Is it from the Community Shield game? Is that where? Is it dwindled from there?
It's not dwindled, bro. It's that, brother. It's like, you know me. There's no dwindling, bruv. It's like
no, but it's lesson, man. But you're saying you're saying your positivity is hanging on by a thread. So I'm saying
it's not the Community Shield, bro. Like,
was it not? Okay, go on.
For me, you know what's crazy about the Community Shield?
Yeah,
it's like I've said this multiple times, but I feel like I'm one of the few people that when I watch football, I actually watch football. You know them ones. So I actually see the game. Bear man are just out here just watching the game for just pure entertainment and for action points, whereas I'm watching the whole game, innit? Like the Community Shield game, yeah. Listen, people can talk about how many chances we created compared to City, yeah. Like we weren't playing good football, in it. We weren't.
Nope.
I don't care what anyone says. Like people are gonna turn around and say, "Oh, we should have won the game." That's not the conversation. Do you know what I mean? The conversation is what were we doing? So I'm sitting there and I'm watching what we're doing, yeah. And we set up to stop Manchester City from playing football and then try and sucker punch them, which is fine.
The counter attack, yeah.
Which is fine, innit? But
makes sense.
In the build up on the ball, like it still leaves a lot to be desired. Mason Mount was absolutely nowhere for the whole game. Do you know what I'm saying? We played Bruno as a false 9, but really Bruno just did what he always does because he played in the same position he always plays in. So
just running around.
When I hear people say, "Oh, like, have we unlocked something in the Bruno false 9?" He does that anyway. Like, what are we doing? All it means is just we just don't have a striker now. That's all it means. Like, because he does what he does anyway. It just means we got an extra player in midfield, and Mason Mount was that extra player that didn't do nothing. So, like, whatever, innit? And then we look in the wide areas. Rashford offered us absolutely nothing apart from missing chances. He's a big problem. Ahmad done some really good things, but
he's a positive. He's always a positive.
He's always a positive, though. Ahmad, it's almost boring talking about Ahmad now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we know what we're going to get. Ahmad is the quality that I expect at Man United. Even when he doesn't have a great game, he covers the bases and the fundamentals are done. Do you know what I'm saying? Defensively, we looked good because we are nice and compact, but we are also nice and compact because of how we defended. Do you know what I'm saying? But when I look at the noises that are coming out of the club, the kind of players that we're looking at, and the combinations of players we're looking at, also the rumors about Garnacho starting on Friday,
The thing is,
it tells me that no matter how many good things we do as a club, while this manager's here, he's always going to find a way to fuck it up. This is what it is like. And as much as I want to be positive, I don't see how Ten Hag doesn't ruin this season for me while he's still here.
And this has been
I don't know how he doesn't.
And this has been my point from the jump. Despite what any of us have done, despite the new structure, despite the deals we've done, which I like, despite the way we've done the deals in which I like, despite Rude being there, despite this manager is still in charge, and we've seen that. Because even before the Community Shield and before Garnacho scored that goal, I know Garnacho starting on Fulham. Him getting on the pitch and scoring that goal against City just doubled down to me. And just so the rumors of that coming out do not surprise me one bit. That is the way to use Garnacho. I've spoken on that before. For all his limitations, him off the bench is how to get the best out of him. But this manager don't see that. He sees it as Garnacho scored. Okay, let me start. Because we've seen it with Scott McTominay.
But that's his MO though, blood. Yes, and this is why when Marcel sits here disingenuously talking shit, saying he wanted Maguire out, he wanted McTominay out. Blood, when he was scoring goals, he was playing him. What are you talking about? If you want someone out, you don't play them.
You don't play them.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's always my point when people talk about getting rid of players. Getting rid of players in particular at Manchester United can be very tough because of the wages they're on. But you can make a player feel unwelcome and unwanted. not going to get into the whole back and forth about it with like anybody in the chat, but regards to Jadon Sancho, he made it perfectly clear he did not want Jadon Sancho there. And look at everything that transpired. He was out the door in January.
And then even now, yeah, he's played a full preseason, played well in all the games. He hasn't had one bad game.
And then you get 10 minutes.
And then you give him 8 minutes at the end of a Community Shield behind brothers that ain't had a preseason. That's what you do to a player that you don't want. You know them, man.
Exactly.
Not how they were using McTominay.
And no, Garnacho don't deserve to start because the player who played in front of him also played well. So Diallo does not deserve to. Now, if Diallo had a stinker and Garnacho came on and did that, I would hear this conversation. Diallo played well.
I'm not even trying to hear that conversation because Diallo's had a full preseason. The front three is supposed to be Rashford, Sancho, and Ahmad, based on preseason. That's the front three. Like, bro, there's nothing to talk about. That is the front three for the first game because they played the preseason.
Yeah.
Kobbie Mainoo should not start against Fulham because he didn't have a preseason.
So you play Casemiro there.
Well, it needs to be Cass, someone else, and you can play Bruno because Bruno even came back before Kobbie Mainoo. It needs to be Bruno, fucking Casemiro, and someone else. That's who it needs to be, bro. Like Kobbie should not be starting against Fulham, and he shouldn't. And even the Community Shield shouldn't be starting. It's a nothing game, bruv. Nothing game against Man City. Man City didn't start De Bruyne and them, man.
You seen the team that they put out. Well, obviously, I've not watched Manchester City to know like what's going on like that. But this was my concern with everything that was going on. Manager. If we had a new manager, as much as I don't rate these players, if you implement a system, these players are better than what they shown last season. And we seen it in Ten Hag's first season. Implemented any system, whether you like it or not, whether it's proactive, whether it's more defensive and counter-attacking, you can get results. We've seen that. Because to me, the team in the first season was worse than the team in the second season. But yet you got better results with less of your guys and less talent. That makes no type of sense. And this is still my concern. Despite all the help, he is still here and still a hindrance to everything that's going on.
100%. Like it should be Garnacho, Ahmad, and Xerxes. You've never seen Xerxes play in a Man United shirt, bruv. So why the fuck, why should he start against Fulham, bro? You're talking absolute shit. And Garnacho ain't had a preseason. So what are we talking about? We're just gonna ignore the preseason that Rashford and Sancho have played the whole preseason and then play two brothers that ain't had one, bro. This is why you man should stay well away from football, blood. Because that shit don't even make no sense. And then you know what the wickedest thing is, Flawless, These are the same man that will complain about injuries when our players that ain't had a preseason go straight into a competitive game and then pull up after half an hour.
Yeah. And that's it. That's what. Again, that's why fans don't get lost in the what's the word I'm looking for? Don't get lost in the hope. Don't get lost in your love for the football club. Look at things logically. Look at things realistically and what's going on. Like that's what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? But people don't do that. And that's where now people are like, right, Mount and Bruno, I thought it was supposed to change. Why was it ever going to change? It never was. It was never going to change.
That's what I'm saying. And bro, you know what the wickedest thing, about this situation here, the Manuel and Ugarte and the Fofana thing. What I don't like about the Ugarte and Fofana thing is where's the 6 that we need? The ball playing number 6. Where is it?
They need to pattern it. I'm going again. They definitely need to pattern it. Give me 1 second, fam.
Yeah, no worries.
Give me 1 second.
You know what I'm saying? Where is the number 6 that we need, bro? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like it, bro. I do not like this, bro. I'll be real. It needs to be, It needs to be, for me, Ugarte and Fofana are both guys that play more box to box. Ugarte is a combative player, but he ain't no first phase player, bro. And neither is Fofana, bro. Where's the first phase player? Fofana, to me, is more of a replacement for Kobbie Mainoo. He's more of a replacement for Kobbie Mainoo. And Ugarte is like Casemiro. So where's the first phase ball player that we still need profile-wise? So to me, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense whatsoever. The fact that man think that it's Berg or Ugarte, 2 completely different profiles of players. that makes me question what the fuck these men are actually trying to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it needs to be Berg and Ugarte, or Berg and Fofana, not Ugarte and Fofana. If we sign Ugarte and Fofana, who's the first phase ball player? We still have a profile that we don't have. So when I'm seeing that these men somehow think, yeah, that Ugarte and Fofana are really, really different players. Yeah, they are really, really different, but they're still not the profile that we need most importantly. The midfield profile we need most importantly is the first phase number 6. That's what we need. Fofana is an 8 to me. There's nothing about Fofana that screams 6 to me. I could be wrong. People could be seeing something completely different. They could be seeing something completely different. But I know what a number 6 looks like, and it's not Fofana, bro. I'll be real. So, with that in mind, I don't know what the fuck these men are talking about, personally.
What's this? Is this the midfield duo you're talking about?
Yeah, brother. It's gotta be Berg and someone.
Oh, definitely, because I look at Berg as he's the guy that will play where Mainoo plays. And then a Fofana on Ugarte would be for Casemiro. So it has to be. Well, there you go.
Because their profiles are similar. But we still need someone that's going to pick the ball off the centre halves.
Yeah, which Berg, I believe, can do from what I've been told. I believe he's that type
his
of player.
Speciality.
Yeah, and he can play the ball through the line. So you got Berg who can do that. And then you got Fofana or Ugarte who will go around and try and win the ball back and stomp out fires, etc. That's what they'll do, 100%. Yeah, without doubt.
Brother, listen, my man's talking about Lissandro. Yeah, Lissandro can step into midfield, but bro, listen, Lissandro can't play in the 6. And I can't lie, from what I saw of him at left back as well, you don't even look that good at left back either. You know them ones?
Why are we complicating simple matters? Play him at centre back. You know why? Because we know he can perform at a high level at centre back. We don't need this.
You got to play him at centre back, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Lissandro, I can't lie. It's one of them ones. Lissandro is very good at what he's very good at. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a rare profile at centre back, but it's only good if he's got the right partner. Do you know what I'm saying? If you put him with the wrong partner, bro, I hear
that. You gotta be on point.
It's just nothing. Like, I'll be real. Like, the more I look at Lissandro's game, yeah, it looks good aesthetically, but he's got bare weaknesses, bro. And it's one of them ones where you need the right person, bro. In wide areas, he's easy to get at. Like, that's obviously, if I'm an attacker and I'm dribbling and Lissandro's coming out to close me down, bro, man, just step past him, you know. If you actually watch the game, like, bro, just drop a shoulder and he's nowhere.
He did get done for the goal, but I will give I can't remember who the City player was, credit for the skill. The skill was cold.
No, Oscar Bob's got feet, but bro, man, I have to keep it real, yeah. Lissandro is good at anticipating and stepping in front of players and defending like that. But when he's got a mobile target running at him, he's a sitting duck, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Barbecue chicken like that, you know
bro. But that's why he needs a Varane, or
you need someone with pace next to him. That's why I like.
He needs a reactive cover player.
Yeah.
So he needs a Euro or a Varane. And De Ligt is kind of like that as well. De Ligt's physical and he likes to make them last-ditch slide tackles and all that. And
can De Ligt shift? That was my biggest concern with De Ligt.
He can move, man.
He can move. Okay.
Yeah, because of his build, people think he's slow. He's not slow, man.
Okay.
People need to allow it. I know he's got a blockhead, yeah, so people are comparing him to Harry Maguire.
That's not the Harry Maguire thing. I just look at him as, when I've seen him, medium paced. But when I looked at Varane, or you look at a Euro, for example, they are better fits for him. But we will see. I don't worry too much about Martinez, in particular with the right partner. I don't.
But the thing is, Lissandro, I think a lot of Man United fans are overrating his all-round game. He's very, very good on the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? But off the ball, yeah, like he can be got at, yeah, if he doesn't have the right partner. I think with the right partner, he looks really good. But you put him with Harry Maguire, and all of his frailties become exposed very quickly.
Because Maguire's deficient.
Maguire can't stiff.
Do you know what the crazy part is? That's most centre backs as well. There's very few centre backs who you play them next to whoever, whatever system are just going to play to a high level. But with Martinez, it's already shown. That's why I do like the Euro signing. That's why with De Ligt, I was like, I'm unsure just about him, not only with the pace side, but the strength and just the physicality of the Premier League. How do you deal with that? I think he's a solid signing, but that's why I prefer
De Ligt is physical,
Euro.
bro.
Is he physical?
De Ligt is, Listen, that's one thing about bruv. That's his best asset. Is he's a passion.
I thought he was
merchant,
on the
bro.
ball. Oh, is he a passion merchant guy?
Bruv,
Okay,
he's decent on the bruv. This guy, bruv, watch. You'll see him anyway, bro. When you see him
he likes
celebrating
beating his
slide,
chest and all
when
that.
you see him celebrating slide tackles, you'll know what we signed.
We need to get back to that.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened to that.
You'll see what we signed, bro. He does that shit. He is a passion merchant, but he's okay on the ball, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, bro, I'll be real, like people completely misprofile this brother completely, innit? Like, and it's just it's Twitter banter, innit? People say things that are gonna get retweets.
Yeah. Of course,
you know what I mean? Like, that's what they say, innit? He's not slow, bruv. Like, he's not slow. So it just is what it is. He's quicker than Martinez. You'll see. Because Martinez is borderline slow, bloody. Man,
I think he's medium pace. No, I don't think he's quick. I think he's just. I just look at medium pace.
Brother, if you're medium paced in football, you're kind of slow, innit? You know them ones that come. Let's be real. In football, either you're quick or you're not quick. Like, that's just it. Like, there's people that are rapid. And then there's players that are quick, and then
because it's like when I look at Martinez, is he's not the quickest, but he can shift. Like, I don't look at his speed and go, that's a glaring weakness in his game. I'm not like, oh, he's up against a quick player, or you've got no chance. I think he's quick enough to even foul the player. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Think about it. Yeah, if you look at speed, you've got men that are quick, like Ahmad's quick. But you wouldn't say Ahmad's fast, like
I think he's deceptively quick.
Like Rashford's fast. Like Ahmad's deceptively quick. And then there's man that just have normal speed. And in today's game, if you got normal speed, man are gonna say you're slow, blood. Like, this is the game we live in.
Hopefully, he don't get ran down by nobody. As long as no one bursts past him, we'll be all right.
There you go. And then you've got Harry Maguire, who is minus. You know the ones. He's not slow. Harry Maguire looks like he's not moving. You get me? Like, that's a different. Like, one matter and them man. They're not slow. They're past slow. Like, them man are somewhere else. Brothers like one matter are so slow, it looks like they're going backwards. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is what it is. When you look at Martinez has got basic pace, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And for someone his height and his build, he should probably be faster. Because he doesn't carry a lot of body weight and he doesn't carry a lot of height. So why is he not shifting?
He
don't really shift, blood. I'll be real. He don't really shift. He just got that one gear, bruv. If he took the physicality out of his game, it's like, what are we doing now? Like, he just looks like a tidy centre mid. Like, that's what he looks like if you take the physicality away.
I hear you, but the fact that you have that physicality there does add to it. But I hear your overall point in regards to it. Nah, it doesn't make sense.
It does, but when you look at Martinez, people were talking about him playing at left back, him playing in midfield.
No, forget all that.
Same morons were talking about Wan-Bissaka midfield because he can slide tackle. This is what these men do.
People said the same about Lindelof because he can pass. Like, no, there's much more to play in midfield.
And Lindelof can't run either. That's what I'm saying. Lindelof is slow. You know when man say, oh, he's slow, bruv. Trust me. He can't move. Do you know what I'm saying? And part of being quick, is being powerful. He's got no power. Lindelof has got power.
He's got no strength. He has zero physical attributes. He has no strength, no acceleration, no top sprint speed, no agility. The balance isn't there. Nothing is there from a physical standpoint. Technically, he's fine. On the ball, I trust him. I have no issue with him on the ball. But when it comes to the physical type, jumping ability, nothing. And then you don't even have the mental attributes to kind of like even overcome that. So if you was like had great anticipation or were very aggressive or anything, you don't even have that. So it's kind of like, all right, you just at times just a cone out there for real.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. You need the power to play in certain areas, and Lindelof don't have it. Lissandro don't have it. But I hope Lissandro stays fit. It'll be interesting to see what season he has, because for me, I'm not completely relaxed on Lissandro long term yet, because I feel like he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna be alive. I feel like he's broken down already, bro.
You've been saying this. I
feel like he's broken down already, bro. I think that Lissandro is gonna have another season full of injuries, bro. I hope to be wrong. I hope at least he stays fit until any Euro gets back. But I don't trust him. I don't trust him, bro.
That's worrying if we don't sign a left-sided centre back as well.
I feel like every single game we play, he's on the floor and we're hoping he gets up. I don't know if it's just me.
He does have that Lakers Anthony Davis type feel. You know, when
Every
Anthony Davis
game,
gets the
blood.
deck,
Every game he goes down, and you're like, oh man. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro.
Don't be hurt.
I swear there was one time in the Community Shield, bro. I swear down, I saw him on the floor, and I was like, oh shit, is he getting back up?
It was bad.
Blood, I thought it was over.
For me, with Martinez, the only issue I have with him, the only concern is the injuries. If he can stay fit, I have no problem with him playing left-sided centre back. But you need to stay fit. We need you for the whole season. We need you to be playing like 36 out of the 38 league games, and the 2 you miss is like illness or suspension. Like, that is legit where you're at, because we are relying on individual quality, and you have that in particular at the back. Now Euro's injured. Yes, the LIGT's here as well, because if you do get injured, it's Lindelof, Moore, Maguire. That's the back. That's who's back up to you. Not it whatsoever. Not it whatsoever. But again, my optimism's been bleak before Community Shield. And then when I seen it, I was like, even though I thought the performance overall was a good performance, it's like, nah. Like, where's the style? Oh, are we tactically adapting? Like, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? We're not.
Yeah. Fuck it, no, man. This man saying short calf injury confirmed. Hey, bro, get this fucking guy out of here.
No way is he injured.
Yeah, bro. Calf injury confirmed. Hey, bro, get this guy out of here, man. Get him out of here, bro. I've had enough.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Luke Shaw, I'm tired of him too. I'm tired of Luke Shaw. Been tired of Luke Shaw. Broke down again. It's like, so how long is he out for now? We need a left. Again,
who cares, bro? He's out forever.
Why do we get Mazraoui to play right back, for Delo to play left back, when we could have just signed a left back? Why we just get a left back? That don't make no sense to me. Even though we got rid of Wan-Bissaka, which, yes, I'm happy about us getting Wan-Bissaka, why not go and sign a left back? Because we need a left back. I don't get it.
But
I don't understand it. Make that make sense. Make it make sense, yo. We need a left back.
Listen, flawless.
Like a left back.
Bruv, you know the amount of man, yeah? You know the amount of man that owe me apologies, bro. Because, bruv, when I told these men about Luke Shaw, these man called me racist, bro.
That's crazy.
That's what they
say
did.
That's wild.
Well, that's what they did.
That is beyond wild,
said,
actually.
I don't like Luke Shaw because he's white, bro. That's what they said, bro.
But yeah, you are a fan of, Rude and Beckham. and offices,
bro. I didn't even clock. I got a bag of white done standing behind me. I didn't even clock that, bro.
That's why I said it, because Rude's there.
I didn't even clock
you
that.
Spoke highly of.
Bro, I don't even clock that because I don't pay these man no mind anyway when they speak.
Yeah.
You know them ones there because I know it's bullshit anyway. But do you know what I mean? You know the amount of excuses. You know the amount of it. What the fuck? 50 gifted memberships. Yo, big up my G in the chat.
Oh,
what
she's
the hell
50.
Yeah, blood.
Hey, everyone. Fire emoji, smoke emojis.
Hey,
big up to
my
the chat.
brother. Hey, yo, this is crazy, bro. That completely sidetracked me. I just see the chat going off. 50. I didn't realize. Yo, big up my brother. This is crazy, man. I
50. Big up United love. That's real love.
On, that's crazy. That is real love, fam. I'm telling you.
50.
Do you know what I mean? But yo, it's one of them ones where bare people was waffling. Do you know what I'm saying? I told these man about Luke Shaw years ago, cuz.
But years ago. The fact that the thing with Luke Shaw, I say he's been here 10 years. The fact that there's a conversation about him tells you all you need to know. Whether you rate him or whether you don't rate him, why is there still a conversation? And that's about ballers in general. That's why when you get defense leagues and player FCs and I'm here to defend such and such. If a player is a baller, he don't need defending. If a player balls out and performs
to the international break, man, I saying I called him out in 2017, bro. That would sound about right.
Luke,
do you know what I mean?
Please get a left back,
brother. I'm telling you, you see this Luke Shaw, he's the biggest criminal in football.
Please,
right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm absolutely fuming, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we gave him a new deal when he didn't deserve one, a contract extension, more money, and he's the new Phil Jones. He's the new Phil Jones, bro. We've always got one sorry English bum on our books that we're paying for retirement. There's always one.
It's like,
there's always one. And these men said I had a fucking agenda against Luke Shaw, you know, bro. This brother is spineless, fam. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. Like, honestly, it's one of them ones. When our owner is making tongue-in-cheek statements, don't get injured and that, yeah, before England game, should that not tell you something?
Yes, but people will still back him.
Bro, the brother that's paying his wages, he's like, yo, blood, we're tired of paying you for staying at home.
And the crazy part is, even once he comes, people will still have him in Manchester United first 11. People will still be like, oh, once Luke Shaw comes back. Remember, he was one of the ones. He was one of the ones last season that people were saying, oh, we missed. And
brother,
people was talking about injuries.
He never played a game for us since February, and then the bro went and played for England. And you know what the wickedest thing,
England, you know.
You know what the wickedest thing about that is? Flawless. Some man was saying, I tweeted saying, yo, I can't believe United allowed Luke Shaw to go play for England, yeah. A man was saying, yeah, but you can't ban a player. Watch me, rude boy. If I'm Jim Ratcliffe, bro, I'll be waiting for man in the change room. And I'll tell him, brother, you're injured. That's it. You know the amount of times, yeah, Alex Ferguson used to pull United players out international things. They've been injured, international break, injured. I'll say to him,
all the time,
injury. You're injured or you're on the transfer list. Which one is it, Luke? No, I'd have said to him, which one is it, mate? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Are you injured or do you want to find a new club? Like, how are we spending the summer? That would have been the conversation. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
It's like, move him on. The fact that people still back him, still defend him, another injury. And he's out until after international break. So that means we don't know when he's back for. Because when after the international break is it directly? Because international break finishes like the 14th. That's midway through September.
Bro,
yeah. Move him on, man.
International break, you know. This brother, yeah, he hasn't even paid off the 30 million we spent on him, yeah, nearly 10 years ago.
And he got only 10 assists or something like that.
Bro, this guy has been one of the most underwhelming signings. And you know what's amazing? It's amazing how the narrative, yeah, it's amazing how the narrative around this brother has almost stayed the same the whole time. They never had the same energy for Martial, though, even though I think Martial's played more games than him, bro.
Yeah,
and Martial joined the year after as well. I mean, a year after him too, didn't he?
Well, we know what it is, man. When they like someone, they're gonna defend them. When they don't like someone, they're gonna be critical. Luke Shaw should have been done so 3 years ago. Still relying on him. Still,
brother, I can't lie, bro. I don't think 3 years ago. You see me, I'm a cold brother. You know the one. So, bro, as soon as man's leg broke up, yeah, and he came back and I saw he wasn't the same guy, he's gone.
Yeah, because did he not have two? There was two. He had two serious injuries, if I'm correct, right?
Brother,
yeah,
I don't even remember. It's all molded into one to me. But you know what the wickedest thing is, yeah? I'm a cold brother. I would have told, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. I'd have said, you know what, brother? I'm sorry. Wait, that's my door. I think it's my brother.
Yeah, no stress, fam. Do your thing, fam. No stress. All good. I'll go to the comments. Hey, what you lot saying in the comment section? Get any questions in, what you lot saying, man. Make sure you run up the likes as well. Hit the subscribe button as well. These top reds always defend Shaw hypocrisy. Yeah, man, you already know. And we better not go for Ben Chilwell. United signed Shaw in 2014, you know. Jesus. That is, that's a crazy, you know what, that super chat, that's crazy, and I'm just going to bypass that one as well. I hope we don't get Mora. I hope we don't get Chilwell as well. Yo, go get Anthony Robinson. I've said this. Go and sign Anthony Robinson. It really is. Big up the chat as well. When's the next Pro Clubs on YouTube or Playback? Playback tonight. It'll be live. Make sure you follow the Playback. Chilwell's available, certified. You can go away with that nonsense. You can go away with that. Let's see what else you lot are saying as well. What do I think about Mazraoui, Duke Dennis? Solid signing. But my biggest concern with him is the injuries. Can you stay fit and available?
I think you'll be all right, bro. Like I was saying, I was talking to Nuruddin about that, bro. You know what it is?
What's Nuruddin saying?
Again, well, no, because obviously Nuruddin's talking about the injuries and stuff like that. But bro, like, it's not just Nuruddin, to be honest. It's like, you know what it is, yeah? Because it's weird, because even though, I put out loads of content on the internet, I'm not on the internet like that. So most of the stuff that's being said on Twitter, I don't see it, bro.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean? So a lot of the narratives that people are trying to run like I don't even get in all of that bullshit. You know them, man. Like I
Hey.
saw something somewhere. Them man were talking about all these injuries and all these things, yeah. And remember, there was this narrative that DeLicht got dropped for Eric Dyer, yeah. But
No, that's nonsense.
DeLicht played more games than Eric Dyer, and
I think,
Eric Dyer was playing with him.
Yeah, I seen a stat saying 14 of the 15 games that Dyer played or something like that. He played it. 14 of the 15 games Dyer played, DeLicht was alongside him.
But that's what I'm trying to say. But like,
I don't watch that about him. But the injuries for him is a concern.
But brother, if you don't watch Bayern Munich and you just are on Twitter, in your head, DeLicht has been on the bench the whole time. When really we know that it was Kim Min Jae that got dropped. Because that was Saeed's guy and I was cooking him.
Yeah,
remember that?
Guy. That's so unnecessary. Yes, I did too.
It's one of them ones where.
But Rants, you're asking people to admit that they don't know.
I know,
and most people ain't gonna do that. You know, people ain't gonna do that.
They don't know, Flawless. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's the narrative that sounds the best is the one that people are gonna go with.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. We live in a post-truth era now, where the truth is whatever we want to believe it is. You know what I'm saying? There's no objective truth anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. So when you talk about the injuries as well, yeah, these men played more games than most of our defenders last season. How can we talk about injury record when we're paying Martinez's wages and Luke Shaw?
But to your point as well, that's why we are critical of Luke Shaw for the injuries alongside performance. That's also why we're critical of Martinez. And you said, yo, you need to stay fit. You've already said you don't trust him. And with Mazraoui, I'm looking at it here because a lot of it, my concerns come from it as well. It's muscular. That's what it is. That's what concerns me. And
I hear that.
On top of it, from a positional standpoint, we may go and do it because the window's still open. Go sign a left back.
No,
please go and sign a left back.
I hear it, but I don't. You know what it is, yeah. I'd go sign one on loan. I've just got to get Regulon back. Like, why are we fucking about?
That is cool. Personally, I want Robertson from Fulham. However, if we were to go get a Regulon or somebody else on loan, I'm cool with that. I have no issue because at least try and address the problem. That's my thing. At least try and address the problem. Don't do the Liverpool thing where you get rejected by someone from Real Sociedad and then don't try and there's no alternative. That's what I don't like. There's no alternative. Nah. Forget all that.
Yeah.
With DeLicht, I don't know about his injuries like that. I'm talking about Mazraoui.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Yeah. But my main thing is, people talk about injuries and that without knowing what's going on. And then people start spreading certain narratives. And it's like, in most seasons, players get injured. Most seasons. Do you know what I'm saying? If you've got a player that just never gets injured, like Bruno, he's a fucking anomaly. Like, players always get injured. They always get little niggles.
They do. You just want it to be where they're not missing regularly.
You don't want them to miss the big games. You know them, man.
That's
the only time people start talking about injuries is when it's the big games and you need your strongest squad and these men are not available. This is when you talk about injuries. If you got a little niggle and you miss a little Brighton,
you miss a couple games. That's fine.
Whatever. It's normal because your team should be able to win without you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So like most of these players that them man say are injury prone, and you look and they've played 80% of the season, like that's not injury prone.
Yeah,
like they're normal athletes that just break down from time to time. 80% of the season is a great return from a player.
Yeah, like I class Luke Shaw as injury prone. But speaking of that, that's why I would have kept Varane. For everyone who speaks on Varane,
don't even play 50%.
Yeah, no, that's the point I'm making. That's why I call him injury prone. With Varane, I would have kept Varane and had him and used him like City used John Stones, because John Stones don't play often for Manchester City. But guess what? More often than not, in the big game he plays. Go look at his stats. He's played like 15 games, 18 games. These are league games, 22 league games. So why is Pep kept him? We could have kept Varane. Still signed Euro, but had Varane there. And if you get 28 league games from Varane plus, the extras, the cups, European cups, domestic cups, that's a good return to me. I don't tell me about structure because wage structure because we just gave Bruno a new deal. But hey,
if man are playing 50 games a season, and a player's gonna guarantee me 35 of the 50, take that now.
If he's a quality player, I'm absolutely.
These men are not robots, cuz that's the whole point of having a squad. You don't need a player that's gonna play 50 games out of 50, bro. Because as a manager, you should be rotating him anyway.
And then that, you know, where that ties back into what you just said there, a manager who rotates. We know what our manager's like. That's what
there you
concerns
go.
me back to
Like,
it.
but
We
that's what I'm
know
saying.
what he's like.
Injury problem. If you've got a manager that knows how to rotate their squad,
It
you'll
lessens
start
it.
to realize that naturally players wouldn't be getting injured.
Yeah, it lessens
Naturally,
it.
they
Yeah.
wouldn't be getting injured, bro. And this is the point. So, like, when you have a squad of players as a manager, you should be rotating your squad, yeah, based on form, based on fitness,
Yes.
and based on the intent, the importance, yeah, and the intensity of games that you've got coming up. So if Sir Alex Ferguson used to know if we've got a big away game in the Champions League, if we've got a home game
against
the game before,
we use Fulham,
against a lesser team, he'll rotate some players. Bayern Munich do that. Real Madrid do that. That's what you're supposed to do with your squad, not Man United, bro.
Pep
we'll
is
go
known
full
for that.
strength.
Against
we'll go
everybody.
full strength.
Everybody.
And then win 2-1, yeah, in extra time. And we ran our hamstrings off the ligament, yeah, and off the tendons. And then go into a Champions League away at Galatasaray and be struggling after 15 minutes because the players are knackered and they've had 3 days rest. Bro, this is what we do.
And this is what's going to continue. And this is what is going to continue to happen. Because you know why? This manager is still in charge. Pep's known for that. Pep rotates. That's why I see you always fresh.
Pep rotates. He's known for
rotating.
Back line.
He rotates everything.
His midfield, bro. Man will play a kanji in midfield and the football will look exactly the same. And man will tell me about, no, but we need all of our players fit. Nah, bro, we just don't have a style of play.
Man will play a kanji next to Rico Lewis.
Yeah, bro, and still cook. And still cook. Do you know what I'm saying? And then man will turn around and say, nah, Rants is because of the injuries why we can't play football. And Pep's got fucking a kanji playing CM. I'm playing it well.
This part, yo, I played it well. Man will have no striker. You know what I'm saying? Or just like no wingers or something, and it will still work. Because systems matter, but hey, we need Luke Shaw for Manchester United to solve all our problems. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Bro,
he's still here.
Disease,
that's why we need to get these This is why we need to get these players in, man. This window is so important because we are relying. I will continue to say it. We are relying on individual quality. We are relying on it heavily, much more so than anybody around us. Maybe by Chelsea, because I don't know how Enzo's gonna do. So, please sign more. We need two midfielders at least.
We do sign 2 midfielders, but
I hope so.
I want Sanderberg, man. Like honestly,
Sanderberg for Fana.
If we don't sign Sanderberg, yeah, I'll be disappointed with the club. I'll be honest. I'll be disappointed with the club because he's a profile of player that we haven't had since Michael Carrick, bro. And we haven't replaced that profile, bro. Like, we haven't replaced it, man. Like, because remember, we had Carrick. No, fuck that. We had Keane. Carrick replaced Keane. And even when Carrick replaced Keane, he still had Scholes.
Yeah, that's true.
In the first phase.
Play there. Yeah.
So since we lost Carrick and Scholes, we ain't had no first phase ballers, bro. No one. Even LVG needed one. We didn't have one. We had Rooney playing there. And then after that, we just
went completely away from it because it was the likes of Matic and Herrera.
And then after that, it was fucking the Nemanja Matic, bro.
Yeah, it was Matic and Herrera.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's been nasty, bro. Like, trust me, I ain't seen no cohesive midfield play from my team for a while.
It's been a strong.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about profile, bro. And in the modern game, that kind of profile, that dictator profile, is dying. And that's why, yeah, Maurizio Sarri, the first signing he made was Jorginho.
Facts. That's why I don't criticize That's why I don't curse out Jorginho now. Like, when Arsenal fans get onto him, I'm like, he's a good squad player.
Bruv, Sarri understands, yeah. He understands that without that style of player, you cannot play, yeah, that spider web football that links everything. You need that player. That player, that's the quarterback. That's the most important player. Right now, Man United don't have that profile of player. So looking at Fofana and Ugarte, on paper, yeah, it looks great. Do you know what I'm saying? But who is the quarterback?
It has to be one or, to me, it has to be one or the other. Because you got Casemiro, you have a Fofana or Ugarte to compete for that spot. Then you have Mainoo and Sanderberg, or Mainoo and somebody else who is like that dictator. But Sanderberg, it seems to have all gone quiet because apparently don't they want more money? Are they not looking for 30 million now?
Nah, I don't think that's true, man. That's just posturing. But you know what it is, yeah? The reason why I know we can get him, yeah? The reason why I know that we can get him is because, bro, it's Burnley. Spreader will just go and strike. You know, like that. It's like, come on. Like, if you're Burnley, you don't want to block a guy from going to Man United. Like, that doesn't
we can
even
really
make
go
no
and get him
sense.
if we want to get him and make him unhappy and unsettle him and go get him
100%.
for
Man
cheaper
can
deal.
just shake
Go
the
make it
trees,
happen,
bro.
then. Go make it happen.
Yeah. We can do foolishness. Do you
Go
know
make
what I
it
mean?
happen.
So, like, we could bully Burnley. And we don't need, they're just down the road. Do you know what I'm saying? So, it doesn't even make no sense. So, for me, when I'm looking at it right now, we don't need Ugarte and Fofana, bro. I think,
No,
hey, listen, name-wise, it's a flex and a half. Don't get me wrong. If we sign them both and we say, yo, we got Fofana, we got Ugarte, it sounds wavy. But then we're bringing in two profiles that are similar to the profiles we already have in our team. It doesn't really change. It changes the quality, but it doesn't change the dynamic.
That's fair. I get fully what you're saying because they both do what Casemiro does. So it's like, yes, from a quality standpoint, it improves, but it needs to be one of those two and the Sandenberg, like I said, or somebody of that ilk. So hopefully we do get it because reports did come out saying we're definitely going to sign one center midfielder and 2 is dependent on outgoings as well. And the other thing is with Cass is good on the ball, but he's not good enough to do that, in my opinion, to us to respond to Mr. Palmer. He's good enough at, like, the way people talk about him is like he's Wan-Bissaka-esque on the ball. Well, some people, I should say. Casemiro's still good enough on the ball to play in the midfield for Manchester United. But you want someone next to him, who is, in my opinion, better. You want a De Jong type, for example. You want a Mainoo. You want someone of that caliber on the ball in that area, a Jorginho type. So we'll see. Hopefully they get it done. Who knows, though?
You know what it is with Cass, yeah? Cass can pass. The problem is not Cass's passing. He's our best passer of the ball out of all the midfielders we've got right now consistently. The problem is he's not press resistant. So none of that matters. You know them ones. That's like being a really, really good rapper, yeah, but you get stage fright. Who cares? Who cares? You got all the bars in the world, and then as soon as the lights are on you in front of the crowd, you forget your lyrics. It doesn't matter.
Your lyrics and you get stage fright. I've seen rappers do that, like just not move on stage. Cold rappers, I've seen that.
It doesn't matter how good you are at rapping if you can't perform.
Can't perform. Yeah, some rappers can't perform.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. Casemiro has got an amazing switch ball in his locker.
He has. That surprised me, you know. That's the one thing I said. Surprised me.
And he can shoot as well. The guy can strike a football very well. He can do a little grass cutter pass. He can do a little half volley, little switch ball.
Can box crash as well. You can box crash very well.
He can't do any of it under pressure. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I hear that. You got to be dominating the ball for him to see the best of him on the ball. What's this?
I say, Man United will try and sign a midfielder.
Just be greedy. Get them both and a Sandenberg. Ain't that expensive?
I know, but the thing is, we can, but we have to get McTominay out because at the moment, we've only spent that 90 mil net, which is not a lot.
Yeah, because he got linked to Brentford
today. He's still got players to go out. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like teams want McTominay now. They know that McTominay is open to leaving. More teams are chatting to us. They're saying that we would be open to do a deal at 25.
Like, yo, sell him for the 25, or even chat to Brentford and be like, yo, here's 30 and McTominay, runners Ivan Toney. There we go. You know what I'm saying? That's what we should be doing. Dreamland people, but we can dream. If you're going to get Fofana and a guy, you go get both and another. So that even, like, what's Fofana like? 20, 30? And then what? Berg would be like 20, 25.
25, I think. I think it's last year of his contract, can get him for about 25. But knowing United, do you know what I'm saying? Because we're breaking up the payments and stuff, we might offer more and pay it over 3 years or something like that, which is decent.
Go get Fofana, Sandenberg, and then do the loan thing for Agate, man. There you go. Yeah. That's what we should do.
And what it is, like, man, need to get it right, yeah, because a lot of people don't seem to be able to read between the lines. Cool. I like Fofana. I want Fofana in the sense that, bro, I told you, man, we need an IC3 midfielder that can just cover ground. We should have never let go of Fred, because Fred was a cheat code, like, especially in this system. You know the amount of times we had no system, we were getting overran, and Fred was running for 2 people.
That's one thing Fred could do, is run.
Better times in the Champions League, Fred was like, I remember the PSG game, and Fred was everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? And he don't get credit for these things. Fofana would give us that engine again. We ain't really got an engine in midfield, bro.
No.
Like, Scott McTominay's engine is overrated. Like, he's got that lanky running where he's not fast.
He just looks it.
He doesn't stop moving, but he's not going anywhere. You know them ones. Like
he just word to Russell Westbrook. He's just running around out. He's just out there running around tricking y'all.
Same with Mason Mount. Another one running around ain't doing shit.
Marathon runners just running around.
You know what I mean?
Fofana steel. That's what he adds in there. Some steel, some genuine strength in there as well, man. Some power. Proper
Same
power
with Bruno. Bruno runs around a lot, but he's not the engine.
Nah, he's running around. I'm saying,
he's not the engine. So it's one of them ones where, to be honest, I'd take Fofana, but I'll be real, yeah. When I was watching the Olympics, I like what I saw of Kone. Do you know what I'm saying? And Kone looked more the kind of like the profile that I would go and get if I was going to get one of those players.
Which is it? Which Kone is it? Ibrahim Kone. Or am I thinking of a different Kone? I know there's loads.
Nah, but I don't know. Whoever was wearing, I think he's wearing the number 6 for France in the Olympics.
Okay.
Which Kone was that, guys?
Yeah, let us know which Kone, because there's multiple now. Because like for fathers, there's loads of them. Like Dembele.
Yeah, it was Manu Kone. I thought it was Manu.
That's it. Okay.
I thought it was him. Yeah, this brother, mad engine. You know, like it's one of them ones. It's like when you watch Camavinga, like they get up and down the pitch, they just look so light on their feet, bro. And even though he's raw and he's not mad tidy on the ball, like you're not expecting that from UGARTE. Do you know what I mean? You're not expecting that even from Fofana. Fofana's not the most graceful player, innit? But it's one of them ones where he looks like someone that's going to develop into a real player. Maybe he doesn't, but he looks like he'll develop, and he's got a mad engine and he's light on his feet. You know them ones. So it's one of them ones where, for me, yeah, if I could choose between him and Fofana, I'll take him. Personally. Fofana comes in, man's gonna do all the prop in the world and that, but
I never watched Kone, this Manu Kone play, but I like what I see from Fofana in terms of just the profile. That's what is needed. 6 foot plus, the physical attributes is in there. So that's why I look at with
I
Fofana.
Hear it though. I hear it, needed, but then
man. Just brute force, man.
I just don't. You know what my thing is? I'm thinking from a balance point of view, and I can't see a world where we need him and UGARTE. That's my opinion.
That's just, what's the word I'm looking for? That's just stockpiling in that area. And if they can be done, do it. But it shouldn't be in the expense of signing another midfielder. So it shouldn't be, it's these two and no one else. Or we have to pick between these two and get one. If you can get all three, cool. Because all three, that's calm. I have no issue with that whatsoever. However, if it's, all right, well, we get Fofana and UGARTE, for example, and can't get another Sanderberg or someone of that profile, that's where it's wrong. So, again, that's why I said deal for both of them, and then UGARTE on loan. That would make the most sense to me. And then you really stopped in there because you got
I think that we're going to end up getting. I think we're going to end up getting UGARTE on loan with an obligation to buy.
To me, that's smart.
That's what I think, because the noise around UGARTE is getting loud, bro.
Yeah,
and
because
he's been frozen out of training, blood. So it's like them man don't want him.
They don't want him, and we've done agreed personal terms with him a long time ago. So it's literally just doing the deal with PSG. If you're saying they frozen him out of training, they don't want him, that lowers his price some more because you have a player you don't want who is now unhappy as well. So yeah, that's what I would say.
That's it. His injury he had an eye injury. No, he had an eye injury and he had COVID apparently. But I don't care, innit? I think Mazraoui is gonna be cool. Do you know what I mean? And if he's not, so what, blood? I'll be real. Like, I'm one of them football fans that I would rather have a wavy squad and everyone's wavy, and if certain man are injured, someone else comes in, rather than have a dead squad and everyone's fit. Man, don't care about that. I'd rather just know that I've got that player is like that's in my arsenal, cuz you know them ones. Like, bro, it's like rare. That's just how I look at it, bro. Because it's like I don't need to have everyone available, because if I'm real, when I used to coach, the worst thing for me was when everyone was available. Because then I got to pick. Because then I actually got to leave people out. That's when you got to earn your money, bruv, is when everyone's fit. Do you know what I mean? Because when everyone's fit, now you got to tell really, really good players, you know what? I'm not starting you today. And that's when you need to do the man management. This is when you got to motivate the players. This is when you got to say it's nothing you did. This player's just playing better than you. You know them ones. You know when you got 2-2 niggles, brother. When I used to get the text and say, "Oh, Rants, I'm not available this Sunday," I used to be like, "Yeah," because now I can play someone else. You know, like that, and it might be a player that usually starts, but I'm like, cool, I can rotate now, bro.
It saves you having a tough conversation. I get
bro. I used to enjoy it, bro. I'll be real, because bro, my squad was so stacked. These man know, bro, because when I won the 11 aside, and when I won the futsal as well, brother, because of how I like to play football and how I like to play futsal, I never had no shit players. Because
everyone's a baller at a
everyone's a baller. Everyone, like my worst player, can play for any other team in the league and start. You know, that's how I was building my squad. So because of that, when man can say, "Oh, I'm not available," I was like, "Yeah, I can give someone else a runner." Bro, those were the days I lived for. I hated when everyone was available and I had 5 ballers on the bench. Because now everyone's stewing because everyone thinks they should be playing, and they should be playing.
Which is what you want from your squad as well, because you want everyone to be wanting to play too.
It is what you want, but it's always good to be able to share minutes, because that's how you keep people sharp as well. Because no matter how good you are, you still need minutes.
Yeah,
you still need minutes. That's why even when I look at the Sancho situation, as well, when I look at how Ten Hag's managing it, he's not managing it well. Because at the end of the day, like even if, for instance, you know that Sancho's not starting for you the first game of the season, you still need to give him minutes for him to get up to speed, so he can contribute when you do.
He can impact, if it's 20 minutes or half an hour. Or
this is what I'm saying. But if man's not sharp because you're not playing him, when you do finally put him in, what the fuck can you expect from him, really?
You know what his manager's like. Know what he's like. And I said this after getting over the initial shock of those two, quote unquote, making up. I said, is he getting game time? I don't think he is. And that's not because I don't think he deserves it. This manager don't rate him.
No, the manager doesn't rate him. And the manager's a bit slow as well, because it's like, I seen a quote from him, talking about Casemiro,
What is
and he's saying, "Oh yeah, Cas looked really sharp in pre-season, because he looks really fit because he's played loads of games and he looks sharp." And I was like, yeah, well, that's what happens, isn't it? That's kind of what happens.
So pre-season is for
when players get training and they get minutes, they get sharp.
Yeah.
So all the time when you're allowing Rashford to play his way into form and Sancho's not getting minutes, what are we doing? How's man getting sharp if he's not playing? This is what I don't understand. Like, what do you expect from man?
And you're not even throwing him into a functioning system. That's the crazy part.
Training is not matches.
That's why they call it match sharpness and match fitness.
How are you gonna get match sharp with no
matches? And this
is the fucking problem.
And this is my biggest concern, because I don't think Sancho gets the game time to have the impact people think he is. And you know what? Going further, I've said this, I don't think Diallo gets the game time from this manager to have the impact he is.
Amad Diallo,
Garnacho starting on Friday.
But it needs to be Garnacho. And you know what I think? I think Rashford starts up front, Garnacho starts on the left, Amad starts on the right.
Do you reckon he does that? So Rashford top?
Yeah, I think Rashford up top, bro. If this spread starts Bruno up top and he drops Amad, you might see the craziest heel turn you've ever seen.
I think he's going to do that.
Everything I've said this summer gets thrown out the window if Amad gets dropped.
I think it'll be the same, through the same front four. I think it'll be Bruno, Mount, Rashford, Garnacho. I think that's the front four.
Brother, if that is the front four, I will lose my
That shouldn't be the front four, man. You know why it's going to be the front four? Because he'll look at it and go, all right, we played well against City, almost won the game, and I started with that, and Garnacho scored off the bench, so I'm going to start him. That's going to be the front four.
Bro.
And it'll be Mainoo and Casemiro
behind Mason Mount needs to be taken out. Like, bro, Ten Hag, get rid of Mount, bruv.
Mount's rubbish.
Please. Brother, as much as I don't have faith, in Ten Hag, brother, just do one thing correct and get rid of Mason Mount, bro. Get rid of him. He does not start against Fulham.
He's going to start him.
Surely not.
He's going to start him against Fulham. He's
surely
100%. I am 100% convinced he's going to start. And I want to be wrong, but it's going to be Mount in the 10, Bruno in the false 9, man. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, man. To wrap up Haven, this is why I've been laughing about it. Like from when that Mount Bruno thing, quote unquote, worked because of the result, he'll go with that. We've seen him be reactionary like this. Mount should not be here, but Mount's gonna play. It's his guy.
Nah, bro. I'll be real. I don't think Mount is his guy. I think Mount still needs to earn the manager's trust. I don't think that the manager trusts him yet, and I'm relying on that, bro. Like literally, I'm relying on it. I'm begging.
Because bear in mind, Xerxes didn't get no minutes. That's mad to me.
No, because apparently,
go on, what was it?
Apparently there was a behind closed doors game that they wanted to use him in.
So that's why
he wasn't penciled in for minutes in that game. That's what I heard. So I think he played in a behind closed doors game if it hasn't happened already.
Okay, that gives me more faith because I don't see Diallo, Xerxes, Sancho. I don't trust the manager to play enough of those three players to impact games. And this is my concern is because then it's the same attack. It's Rashford, Garnacho, Højlund, Bruno, throw Mount in there, Anthony. It's the same attack as last season.
Garnacho shouldn't start though. Garnacho shouldn't start, and only because one, he hasn't had a preseason, and two, scoring a goal doesn't mean you should start a fucking game, bruv. I know a lot of these men ain't been watching football very long. Do you know what I'm saying? I know, but you know what? You know when impact subs, impact the game, that's what they're supposed to do, bro. That doesn't mean you've earned a start next week. Because if that was, Ollie would have been starting every fucking week, mate.
And that's why you got the tag super sub and why other players have got it. Because some people are just better off the bench. And I think Garnacho's that. I think Garnacho is better off the bench. I genuinely believe that.
Brother,
all the limitations is off the bench. And we see
what the crazy thing is, Flawless,
Go on.
Why can't people understand? Why can't people understand in football? Because I watch basketball. In basketball, people understand what role players are. People understand, you're going to play 11 minutes. Do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man understand that in basketball. In football, man don't understand that. Man think that if you're really good at being a role player, you deserve a promotion. That's not how basketball works.
And some people are role players, and some people are role players where, all right, we got to defend this possession. You're in the game. That doesn't mean you start the next game. But some players, it's horses for courses.
Bro,
it's literally horses for courses.
What it is, and it's the same in futsal. Do you know what I mean? It's the same in the fucking NFL. Do you know what I'm saying? Do we have the ball? Do we not have the ball?
And that
if we have the ball, we don't need you.
Certain man, yeah.
If we don't have the ball, all right, cool. Earn your money.
And people take that as if that's not a criticism. Some people are just suited to that. Some people are just squad players. And Manchester United have been filled with them. Like Phil Neville was that. John O'Shea was that.
It's sports,
great squad players.
It's great sport, my bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Some of Man United's most loved players,
were squad players.
What squad players?
And there's nothing wrong with that because they contributed. Like a Darren Fletcher. He contributed like a Park G,
bro. Like everyone speaks about Park here. Like Park was mashing up the place and starting every week. He was not.
No.
Why am I playing for?
But when he had a role to do, hey, you know what? You could rely on him to perform it to a T.
Listen, the reason why people loved Park Ji-sung is because he was reliable when we needed him.
Facts.
Not because he performed every week. It was because when we needed him, he delivered.
Hey, do a job on the fullback.
This is what I loved about Fred. Because when we had a big game, Fred, man marked KDB. All right, cool. Man of the match.
And that's what he should have been utilized as is for those type of roles. Hey, man, mark such and such. All right, got you. Because you know Fred's going to give you 110%.
He shouldn't be starting every week, so that means get him out the club. What? No. What kind of logic is that? What kind of logic is that?
Utilize him for what he is. Squad player. Utilize him for that.
But bro, this is what I'm trying to say. What kind of logic is that? But then they'll say, but I like McTominay as a squad player, but you don't like Fred as one. Fred has more uses than McTominay.
Facts. McTominay is just off the bench if you need a goal, and that's it.
Bro, and off the bench, if you need a goal, more times, that goal's not coming, bro. Let's not pretend like he scores every game, blood. Because if he scored every game, he'd be world class. Scott McTominay is a nothing player. He came off the bench in the Community Shield. You didn't even know he was playing.
Yeah, you didn't know he was there. Like, that's what it is. He's a last 10 minutes player. Get the ball out wide, get it in the mixer. Get your red on it, son. That's what he is.
And you know what? The worst thing to ever happen to Fred, was Scott McTominay.
Yeah, because they got grouped together as well.
Right,
and
they got
McTominay's not midfield together. McFred. And McTominay's not a midfielder either. No, and he's not a midfielder either. He's a box
They got grouped together as one player, bro. That's a nightmare. You know, imagine being mad close to joining Pep at Man City, and then you get grouped with Scott McTominay.
Yeah, it's Libby's.
Fam, it's crazy.
It's Libby's.
You know what I'm saying? When I saw Fred, and everyone knows how I like my football players. Yeah. Fred is not aesthetically, a me kind of player.
Yeah, he's not that guy. He's not technically sound like that, but he has his uses.
But I understood how useful he was. That's why I was a big fan of him, because I understood that in the modern game, you need a Fred in your squad. You need one.
For someone to do a job on an attacking midfielder or a deep line playmaker or a fullback.
Just like we needed a Park, just like we needed a Fletch. We needed those kind of players. These players were crucial for us in big games.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Alex Ferguson used Phil Neville that way as well.
Phil Neville did it. John O'Shea did it as well. You weren't playing Fletcher in midfield to play beautiful football. Nah, just go kick up Arsenal. That's what man was on. You know what I'm saying? It stopped these man from playing. And Fletcher did that. Times he played, for those that don't know, he played right midfield at times. Not right wing.
He played right midfield.
Right midfield.
He played right midfield. Yeah, that was it. And he was a CM, and we played him on the right. And that's how I think we should use Mason Mount, in the big away games, to
know what the crazy part is?
To make him
he could do that. Because he has the energy, and I think he has the application. Hey, you know what?
I think that's the kind of player he is.
Yeah.
The problem, Flawless, is he's on 250 and he's got the number 7. If this player was on 150, and had the number 27, brother, listen, Mason Mount, I'd be like, nah, bro, we need Mount in our squad. I would.
Go do a job on a fullback, especially. We go all the way to Anfield. Hey, stop Trent. I beg.
Context is everything. I'll be like, yo, he's our Darren Fletcher. That's what I'll be.
Look how we're talking about an attacking midfielder. That tells you what you need to know about.
That brother ain't no attacking midfielder. This motherfucker is just a runner. There's nothing attacking about him, bro. How can he be attacking midfielder? How can he be an attacking midfielder with no attacking stats, bro? That brother don't get goals or assists. He can't be an attacking midfielder, man.
I think he's got 8 open play assists in his entire career.
Come on, brother. He ain't an attacking midfielder. This guy's a track star, bro.
He a runner. He a track star. Matter of fact,
that's it. And that's just all it is. So I'm not trying to hear that. But bro, Mason Mount, if you take 100 grand off his wages and give him a Bandulu number, all of a sudden I'm finding uses for this guy. The same way I found uses for Fred. Do you get it? But one thing I'm not doing, I'm not accepting the money that he's on and the shirt number he's wearing, bro. Like, listen, I need to get him out of the football club.
Yo, shouldn't have signed him in. And I said this at the time when people was like, why? I never understood it at the time. I still don't understand it now. It was the most baffling transfer ever. And we've signed players before that I don't want, but him I was totally against at the time. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You wrong. Watch how the manager uses him. As bad as Ten Hag was last season, and for all the bad decisions he made last season, he played it twice. He played it against Wolves and then whoever we played in the second game, and we never see Mount and Bruno in the same midfield again. Because even he figured it out. We see Mount on the right wing, we see Mount on the left wing, etc. Man knows what time it is. For real.
And this is what it is, bro. Look at this thing here.
Go on. What's this?
They're saying United have been looking for a number 6 to play alongside Kobbie Mainoo. They're also thinking about a backup left back capable of playing the left side of central defense. Brother, let me tell you something for free, Fofana and UGARTE are not. They're not that. They're not 6s. So this is where my frustration is, Flawless.
What I'm talking about.
They're not 6s. Like I said, Sanderberg's a 6. These other 2 men are not 6s. One of them's an 8. Fofana's definitely an 8. And you could argue that UGARTE is an 8 or he's a 4, blood. He's not 6, fam.
I think because we don't know what system they're playing. That's why it's tough when it comes to this in profile in terms of
we do know the system, bro. It's not about the system. It's not the system. Okay. It's not the system. It's the manager's interpretation of the system. Do you get what I'm saying? Yo, shout out Kojo in the chat, bro. It's all right, brother. Liverpool are dusted, but it's fine.
Big up Kojo, man. Shout out to Kojo.
G. You know them ones. Chin up, fam. You know the way there, bro. It's crazy. But nah, the wickedest thing is, yeah, it's like it's the manager's interpretation of the system, because normal people that play a 4-2-3-1, yeah, they still have a ball playing midfielder.
Yes.
Like Mourinho thought that Matic was a ball player, and let's be honest, Matic is better in the first phase than Casemiro, Kobbie, all of these guys. Like Matic can pass in the first phase. He can receive.
He does have a good short pass. He does have a good short pass.
He can receive the ball.
He have a good
play
short
it.
pass.
He can receive the ball facing his own goal. He can
And
receive it on the half turn, and he
Yeah.
can play line breaking passes. So Matic fits the mold.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like, I don't know a manager to ever play a double pivot, and neither of the two in the pivot are ball players, apart from Ten Hag.
Because that goes to show that's just what Ten Hag is.
He's on crack, bro. We have to keep it 100%, yeah? Like, Ten Hag, yeah? His interpretation of football is as bad as his interpretation of the English language, bro.
This guy's crazy. But this ties in. This is the manager. And this is where all my issues and all my concerns lie in regards to. If anyone else had Mainoo and UGARTE will throw him in there and Casemiro, I think they could make it work. With him, I don't trust him to make it work. I really don't.
The thing is,
that's where my issue lies.
UGARTE, yeah, is a like-for-like replacement for Fred.
Fez?
But Fred, we all agreed that Fred in the first phase is catastrophic, bro.
So then I think he'd be relying on Sanderberg or Mainoo to do that.
But that's Kobbie is not a first phase midfielder. This is the problem.
He's better higher up the pitch. He is, but
brother, look at Kobbie's goal against Liverpool again. Bro, that ain't no number 6 goal.
No, he's not no 6. No, but I think he's just looking at it and going, this is what Ten Hag's doing. Or he's good on the ball so he can play there.
All that's going to happen is when you try and shoehorn a player into a position that doesn't suit them, when they make mistakes and we get cooked, they get unfair criticism.
Yes.
That's what's going to happen. Kobbie Mainoo is one of my favorite players at Manchester United, bro. Like, I ain't got nothing to prove to anyone. I got the guy's shirt, bro. You know, I'll never buy another United player shirt again, probably. You know, the ones there, like that's the honest truth. So it's just one of them things where I fully support this youth. Do you know what I'm saying? But what he is, and what a lot of people think he is, yeah, is gonna be the reason why there's gonna be a part of the season where people start criticizing him, yeah, and talking shit about him for no reason. And we saw it briefly with England when man is saying, "Oh, he loses his runners and all these other things."
That's not his game.
The guy is not a DM, man.
No, he's not his game.
Of course, he loses his runners. He don't want to fucking be there. He don't want to be there. They used to do the same thing about Pogba. Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he goes to sleep." Pogba ain't trying to track no one.
Yeah, bro. Because he's not. He's an attacking. He's an attack-minded midfielder.
Pogba is an attack-minded midfielder. Yeah, that helps out when he can.
Yeah,
you know them ones there. That's what he'll help out.
He'll try and get in and cut passes and cut passing lanes and things.
Brother, if I'm close, I'll help you, but I'm not running 30 yards to help you, bro.
Yeah. He's not defensive minded.
That's what it is. These are the kind of guys. These guys are maestros. They stroll around the pitch. Oh, my teammate needs help. I'll help him. Cool. Yeah. They're not like, where's my runner? Where's my runner?
Yeah. They're not, like you said, they're not players you can put on a player and stuff like that.
Yo,
they ain't doing none of that.
Yeah, none of that. Like, bro, listen, brother, when their team don't have the ball, them man are watching cartoons, fam. You know the ones there, bro. Hey, bro, man, have to keep it a buck. You know the ones there. Like, you need to know how to coach these players.
Yeah, you got to know what players are good at and what not players. And players' tendencies. Players are either attacking minded or more defensive minded. You might get the odd one who's a box to box. You might get a unicorn who is equally as attack-minded as he is defensive-minded. But that is very rare. Especially, this is why now we play 3 in midfield. This is why you have 2 6s and a 10, or a 6 and 2 8s. Because you might have a 6 who's defensive-minded, an 8 who's defensive-minded, and then 1 who's attack-minded. That's how it works, depending on how you're trying to play and how you're trying to set up and who you're playing against. So, yeah.
Bro, because, like, you know what people don't understand yet? It's like, for instance, when you look at Paul Scholes, Paul Scholes was a striker. Then he dropped to a 10. A lot of people that are younger only remember Paul Scholes
in his latter days.
In the 6. People used to say Paul Scholes couldn't tackle, bro. Brother, he had no interest in tackling, so he just kicked people, bro, because it stops the game.
He did. He said
Like,
that himself. He said, "I'm not a tackler." He said this himself. He was like, "I'm
because
not a
Paul
tackler."
Scholes was never a midfielder.
He said,
That's
"I'm not
why
a tackler." He's a
he was a
tack-minded.
fucking striker, yeah. And then
tack-minded.
because of his lack of height and lack of mobility, he started dropping further down, like further deeper into the pitch. And because he didn't want to be tracking runners, he just kicked them.
It's
Do you know what I mean?
On the overlap when he was talking, was it the overlap? But him and Gary Neville, Gary Neville was shouting at him to track a runner, and he said, "You track him." You know what I'm saying? That's him. That's goals for you.
That's Scholes never tracked a runner in his life. If someone was getting away, he just kicked them to stop them.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That was him. Yeah,
and this
Scholes
is
special.
exactly what I mean.
Commentators used to call it that. You know, man, like Clive Tilsley, that's a Paul Scholes special.
Bro, he never wanted to track runners, but because Kobbie Mainoo is 6 foot, yeah, and he's African, they think he wants to run. Kobbie don't want to run.
You know what's crazy? They thought that about Pogba because he's 6 foot plus. It's like, oh, yeah, you're defensive minded. Look at him play. Man was doing step overs and
bro,
you know what I'm
Jose
saying,
saw him and he saw John Obi Mikel. That's what happened. Do you know what I'm saying?
And seeing SEN was like, no, he's not SEN. He's not. He's
that's
not
what he saw.
He's not that way
Pogba
inclined.
Looked in the middle, yeah, and saw Zidane and Ronaldinho when he looked in the mirror, and Jose saw John Obi Mikel. That's what happened. That's what he saw.
6 foot plus defensive midfielder. That's what he thought.
That was the fucking problem.
Right, that was what
you know what I'm saying? And bro, man said, Rants, as a midfielder, you need to do both. Kobbie don't press. You know why Kobbie don't press? Because he's not a fucking midfielder. Not really. You know the ones that the bro was a striker for his whole life. The bro played in the 10 and he played as a 9. He's not a midfielder, bro.
He's not. And
he's just so technically good, yeah.
They put him in midfield.
He's not a midfielder.
And then even on that,
he grew up playing number 10, and then they moved him to 9.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? But Rude's got mad tech, and he's got the intelligence of a midfielder. That's why he could do what he does up front.
Yeah, and then even on top of that, with Kobbie, if you're going to get him to press, it needs to be taught and a team press and cohesive. He's not just going to press for no reason. He's not just going to press by himself. But yeah, it's crazy.
Bruv,
I didn't know about the Mainoo striker thing until you just said it. I didn't know he was a striker in the reserves.
Yeah, bro. But you know what the crazy thing is? You know what I can't stand about football fans? Kobbie said it himself. You know, like that, bro. These man got quotes for everything except the quotes that matter.
Because he actually said it. What was that direct quote he said? Did he say what? He's an attack-minded player.
The Brer had an interview saying he played up front. He was a striker.
Oh, he's a striker.
The guy said his favorite player was Ronaldinho. The Brez worn every number that adds up to 10 in the academy all the way up. And man is still telling me he's a fucking 8. Do you know what I'm saying? Man are telling me he's an 8, or man are telling me he's a 6. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though the Brer is wearing 3+7. The guy literally said he's still learning midfield. Get the quote.
That's crazy how good he is.
You lot get the quote, please. Because, listen, we're cooking now. Get the quote, please. Because, bro, like, it's one of them ones where the brother's told you himself, but because you believe something else, you're going to ignore him. You're going to ignore the man himself, because Kobbie don't know anything about his whole career, because why would he? You know, like that. Why would Kobbie know?
I'm saying the fact that man said he's a striker and his favorite player is Ronaldinho, and these are what him tracking runners is mad.
But why would he know? Why would he? What's he got to do with his career anyway?
Yeah. Trust me.
Do you get what I'm saying? What's he got to do with it? What, 3+7 coincidence? And the 73 that he wore before that, and the 82 he wore before that is a coincidence as well.
No, if that's a great spot. You know what I'm saying? That's a great spot, fam. I didn't even clock that until you said it last week. That's a great spot. Come on,
let's be honest. Let's be honest now.
It's a great spot.
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, what people need to understand. You see, with footballers, if you know football, you can read, the body language and mannerisms of certain players that play in certain positions. You can read it. Do you know what I mean? You can look at Michael Elise and see that he's a 10.
Facts.
You can see.
You can tell by the way, like you said, certain mannerisms where players pick up the ball, because a lot of wingers who play out there will drift inside into
exactly. You can look at Sancho and see he's a 10. You can look at Ahmad and see he's a 10.
Sancho
You can look at
definitely essential player.
Kulusevski and see he's a 10.
Kulusevski is a great example as well.
When you look at players, when you understand mannerisms, body language, because you know how you can tell where somebody plays? By their natural instincts, where their instincts take them.
Where they end up.
You can see that Henry's instincts always took him out wide because he played as a winger first.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you could see that Henry wasn't an out-and-out striker. You know why? Because of where his instincts took him.
And he kept drifting out wide. He start central and then drift out wide and then be very effective at it as well. Yeah.
Well, there you go. So if you want to find out a player's natural position, look at the areas that they naturally pick up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? When they're not being pulled and pushed by a system. When you look at Kobbie Mainoo, look at the way he finishes. Brother, the goal against Liverpool,
bro, I always think of the goal against Wolves, man.
On the swivel and then whipped it in the top bins. Oh, yeah. Number 6 really does that.
The goal against Wolves as well. That's another one. And the goal against the final, in the FA Cup final.
Brother, the goal against Wolves, bro, you see,
to the ball and
you know what it is, you know what people don't understand, also, there's different types of dribbling, because people mistake ball carriers, for dribblers. Dribblers run with intent. When you dribble, you're looking to kill someone. That's what dribbling is, bro. Bro, listen, that's what dribbling is. You see, when you're driving at the player, it's a duel. It's a 1v1, bro. It's a real duel. And then you've got guys that are just good at retaining possession, like Bernardo and Foden. These men are good at getting out of tight spaces and carrying the ball in open grass. But dribblers look for people to take their ankles away from them.
Yeah, they look for the ISO.
They look for the ISO. You see, Kobbie, the way he dribbled, the intent he dribbled with against Wolves, that was
straight ISO.
Midfielders don't dribble like that.
That was straight ISO. Yeah,
they don't dribble
like between that and like how a Kovacic ball carries, for example.
Exactly. Kovacic more like glides and he looks for space. And dribblers run at players.
Yeah.
They don't run round players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And the way Kobbie ran at them, Megman and that is an assassin, bro. That's someone that's looking to score or create something at the end of that. You don't run with that purpose, unless you're a final phase dribbler.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Because there's different types of ball carrying. When you're a final phase dribbler and you're used to dribbling into the box, that's how you dribble towards the box. You dribble with intent. Your head is down. You're not looking for anyone.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's straight ISO. You know what I'm saying? You're looking to cross man over and all them things there. That's barbecue chicken out there. You're looking at
that's what I'm saying. The way that Kobbie picked up that ball, he wasn't going to stop until he was in that box. And either he got shot off or he played a key pass. That wasn't, I'll just glide with the ball and see where I am.
Like you said, intent's the key word there. It's about the intent of it.
Kovacic dribbles with no intent. He just glides with the ball.
No, it's him. It's him. He just get out of trouble. Then you get out of trouble and then you pass it off.
Those are ball carriers. They're not dribbles.
That's what Kovacic is doing. Yeah.
That's what Foden is. Foden's a ball carrier. He'll carry the ball in the midfield, wriggle and all that, but then he's looking to pop it off, get it back. Real dribblers are looking to crucify someone, and then a shot or a cross or a key pass is coming at the end. That's it.
Yeah, straight poster.
And this is what it is. And a lot of people, because they don't understand, because they don't understand the game, they can't look at Kobbie Mainoo and see the profile of his game. They just see his stature and where he's being utilized.
Yeah, and see
and they're like, oh yeah, he's a box to box. Is he fuck? This bro don't want to track no one. Have you seen Kobbie Mainoo run? Bro, listen. When he's got the ball, he looks mad explosive. When he ain't got the ball, my man's doing the Pogba thing. I hear it. Bro, this is
an attack-minded player. Because he's an attack-minded player.
He don't want to defend, and he shouldn't have to defend. He's too good to defend. He's too good. You know the ones defending's for the man them that ain't really got what he's got.
Yeah, facts,
brother. That's it. He's got that 85 pace on the ball, 65 pace off the ball. Bro, brother, all real attackers know that, bro. I'll be real. Rashford's got that as well.
Yeah, because attacking with the ball, he's mad explosive, and then he ain't trying to track. He ain't trying to track nobody.
Brother,
he ain't trying to track no one.
But it's the same with Rashford. Rashford,
yeah, that's what we're talking about. Rashford,
90 pace on the ball, 40 pace off it. But that's because he's an attacker. He doesn't want to defend at all.
He's not trying to defend
All at
nobody.
all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's not, none of this wing thing. He's not no winger. Garnacho's doing the wing thing. That's wing. That's wing.
Difference between wing
Salah's
and inside
not
forward.
wing.
Yeah.
Salah's not wing. Salah is attacker. That way.
Just central.
Do you know what I'm saying? Salah's not 90 pace this way, 90 pace that way.
Oh, yeah, facts, man.
Pace that way, 33 pace that way to the halfway line.
Yeah, all the times we see Trent get dunked on, you never see Salah trying to help him. You know what I'm saying? And that Salah ain't out there trying to help Trent.
Bro.
Salah all the time Trent's been done. Yeah.
Salah lose the ball, he's like, bro, that look like a problem.
Yeah, that's the free midfielders in there, that club.
Yeah, that look like a you problem,
Hey, Hendo, that's you, man. Hendo. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is.
Bro?
Hendo, Fabinho,
he loses the ball, he's like,
Hendo.
You have to make sure them man are working. You know what I'm saying? You go like, bro, this is where you man, I'll sub you man in now.
Yeah.
He don't see no one until he loses the ball. Then he knows where his teammates are, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Initiates, but that comes back to the intent. As soon as you got the ball, attack. I'm on the attack. Yeah. Trust me, I hear you.
Bro, and this is what it is. So when you look at players' body language, yeah, and you look at their mannerisms and what they want to do, you can tell where they fit. When you look at how much Ødegaard runs, you can tell that he's an 8, yeah, that's being utilized further forward because he's so skilled. He can play in the 10.
And we had this conversation about
he's an 8.
Yeah, but because he's good enough, that's why he gets played in the 10 role because of the skill.
That's what I'm trying to say. Whereas Kobbie ain't no 8, he ain't got no box-to-box engine. He ain't got no box-to-box engine.
It's like you said, it's not even the intent. Once he ain't trying to defend.
No, but bro, like he hasn't got that engine, bro. You
You
know them ones. And the thing is, yeah, he hasn't got that engine, but also he doesn't want to.
That's my point.
You get it? Like Pogba had the engine, but he didn't want to.
You don't want to do that.
You know, like that. And this is what it is. Whereas look at Bellingham. Bellingham wants to. Bellingham wants to run up and down and slide and knee slide and.
Oh yeah, Bellingham loves all that. That's his game.
Because he's a box to box.
Yeah, he an 8. You know what I'm saying? He loves all that to death. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you just watch the game, yeah, ignore the shirt numbers on people's back, you can kind of see where people fit.
Yeah.
The problem is people get manipulated. People told me, oh no, Bellingham has to play in the 10. This fucker slide tackling on the edge of his own box. 10s are nowhere near there. They don't want to be there.
Yeah, he's not a 10. And even when he plays 10, he plays as an 8 in regards to box crashing. That's what he wants to do. Box to box.
And again, he's not really an 8. He's a centre back. But you know the ones.
He's a box to box. That's what he wants to do. He wants to run up and down. He's all action. And that's where Dortmund played him when he was there. And even though he's playing further forward, he's not he don't do 10 like things. He's a box crash. When he plays as a 10, he's a second striker. Yeah. Said this. Because his aim isn't to create for others. He's trying to get others to create for him. That's why he's getting on the end of things. 10s don't do that. That goal he scored in the opening game against Serbia, that's not a 10-like goal. Yeah. Box crashing. You know what I'm saying? Head in the box. Brave. Nah, that's not their type of thing.
And this is it. Look, my man said he saw a clip, bruv, and the ref's outrunning Kobbie on the counter-attack. This is what I'm trying to
do all that. You're trying to conserve
He's not trying to get back, bro. Like, listen, what I'm doing right now, yeah, is I'm trying to save my guy Kobbie from criticism he shouldn't be getting. This brother is not being utilized properly. Like, I promise you, lot, yeah, on my life, we're not even seeing 50% of what he's capable of. Because
so would you'd rather see him in a 10?
Brother,
with two midfielders around him. So let's say it's like a Casemiro and
brother, it doesn't even have to be in the 10. I don't like putting numbers on these things. Okay, just give him a free role to do whatever.
I was gonna say you want him relieved of defensive duties
completely.
Okay, first.
Completely. And when I say defensive duties, I mean like Bruno, because let's face it, Bruno don't defend. He just runs around.
Yeah,
brother, this guy don't defend shit. You know them ones.
Like
people talk about all the running, that he does. Brother, let me tell you something for free, This brother runs around and never tackles anyone, bro. So we need to get this. There's this thing that Bruno's so good off the ball. He runs and wins no tackles. So I'll rather that Kobbie runs and wins no tackles, and there's no pressure on him to win tackles, bro. I'd rather that, bro.
You want him relieved of defensive duties, which makes sense because of how good he is going forward.
Brother, I swear down, like in an ideal situation, you go and you get a 6. Next to Casemiro, and then
You play Mainoo in there.
And then you have Kobbie Mainoo.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I'm saying?
That's a smart thing to do, but we know this manager never doing that. Just gave him a new deal.
Bro, it's crazy. But I'm saying it's not gonna happen. What they're gonna do, yeah. What they're going to do is they're going to continue to misprofile Kobbie Mainoo, and he's gonna at some point he's gonna come in for criticism that he doesn't deserve because people don't understand what kind of player he is. I saw it with Pogba. We've seen it with Sancho. There's so many players that get brought to Man United and are misprofiled, and then they're getting criticism they don't deserve to get, bro. And people are saying, "Oh yeah, but Kobbie can do this." Brother, if I see Kobbie picking up the ball off Onana, we failed him.
Because that's not where you want him either. His best attributes are attacking. So you want him in the final third. You want him on the ball to hurt the opposition. If I'm the opposition against Manchester United, that's why I want Mainoo picking up the ball off Onana. I want him in the defensive third where he can't harm me and he can't get close to the goal. Yeah, for real.
Bruv, listen, if you just look at Kobbie Mainoo's goal catalogue already, even though he hasn't got loads, yeah, is that not a player that you want next to the goal? No, next to the opponent's goal? And the maddest thing on top of that is, yeah.
1 minute, fam. One second.
He's not, Kobbie Mainoo's not on set pieces, yeah. He's not on set pieces. And it's not like he's mad explosive, yeah, to do the box crashing thing, because Kobbie doesn't cover ground like a Jude Bellingham. So because of that, yeah, we want him as close to the goal as possible. I don't want Kobbie trying to crash the box and being behind play. I want him ahead of play. At least with Pogba, he could do the box crashing thing. He was 6'3" and he had a better engine, bro. Kobbie's not that kind of player. So because of all that shit, to me, if we're going to use him, yeah, and these men are going on like they need to use him all the time, if me personally, I'd rotate him in and out the team. But if you're going to use him as one of the first names on the team sheet, I would implore that we use him correctly. That's what I would like to see. I would like to see him receiving the ball in the half space, being able to play little give and goes with Xerxes and with Ahmad and stuff near the edge of the box where he can hurt the opposition. I want to see it, bro, because we saw him doing little give and goes with Foden and with Tony. That's where he wants to do his damage. You don't want him in the center circle because he doesn't even, bro, even when you watch his game, he don't even have a range of passing like that. When's the last time you seen
Kobbie give and goes? Yeah, that's not
short give and goes. When you seen when have you seen Kobbie pick up the ball and spray it like 25 yards?
It's not in his game. It's not his.
He's not a centre mid, bro. Like when you actually look at man's game, he's not really no CM. Like
it's not in his repertoire whatsoever. Like you said, you mentioned there England, even him and Palmer linking up, and it was short give and goes. That's his game. He wants to be in the final third. He wants to be on the ball, getting busy, 100%.
Again, do you know what I mean? When you actually look at the variation in his game and his strengths and all of these things, none of these things are screaming out. None of them are screaming out box to box, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that he does well there is because he's just so good at football.
Yeah, he's technically very sound, so he's going to be all right. Like you said, press resistant, can turn, good balance, good agility. He has the physical and technical attributes to do well there, as we've seen. And then we'll break forward from there as well, which we also seen.
That's what I'm saying. So it's one of them ones. It's one to look out from. The people that haven't noticed it, maybe you will notice it now that I've said something. Keep an eye
in the season
on how he plays, and you'll start to see, like, you know what I mean. You'll start to see, that his game. I think he's been massively misprofiled. I think he's got all up, and the reason why I compared him to Seedorf in the first place, and then man took it and ran with it, is because Seedorf was a fucking number 10.
Oh yeah, Seedorf was different, man. Oh Lord,
you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where, like, that's where I see the similarities personally. But you know what I mean? Each to their fucking own, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, certain man are adamant that he can do the first phase thing. I don't want to see him there because I believe we're wasting a very, very, very good player if we do that. I'm not to say that he will have a good career regardless, because he will, but isn't the whole point?
There's more to get out of him.
Yeah, isn't the whole point in being a football coach, or a football manager, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, is not the whole point to get the best out of the tools that you have available?
Oh, facts. Yeah, 100%.
Because in my opinion, I think that that's what your job should be. It should be, all right, cool, I've got all these players. How can I get the best out of all of them? It's
the
not.
best out of what you got. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not. Oh yeah, he can do this, so I'll let him do it, bro. I'd rather see him. Yeah, I'd rather see him use his skills in an area where he can hurt the opposition, because that's what football is about.
You want to see him at his best. Yeah, you want to see him at his absolute best, which makes sense.
Of course, because the players, yeah, that do the meaty jobs, yeah, that he's being asked to do, yeah, like them fucking players, like they're a dime a dozen. Players that can do what he does is not. So we need to lean on, so we need to lean on his strengths, because his strengths are rare.
That's fair.
Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. So well, we'll fucking see, bruv. Hold on, where's this thing? What was I gonna say? Yeah, but now before we wrap anyway, the squad builder, man had done the squad builder, pretty much how we could line up.
Okay,
so
let's go to it.
Do you know what I mean? My look at it, and that's if we get fucking, assuming that we get Berg and Ugarte in it, because that's what I thought we were gonna get.
Oh, so we're gonna add those two in? Okay, we'll add those two.
Oh, but the problem is Fofana. The Fofana thing is getting loud now. Do you know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, we can swap Berg out for Fofana anyway, bruv. But hold on, let me sort this shit out. 1 minute. Let me sort this squad builder out. Hold on. And if we swap Berg for Fofana,
so is this what we think will happen, or what we want to happen? Is we going here?
But this is what's looking like it's gonna happen, bro.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that we should be getting Berg, and I think we're gonna get Berg. I don't know about this Fofana thing, but unfortunately, this Fofana thing seems to be fucking picking up right now, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I can't lie. I don't want him. I don't want him instead of Berg.
No,
but Ugarte looks like it's nailed on. You know them ones. The Ugarte looks nailed on. So this is what it looks like, innit? That's what the squad looks like at the moment. If we get the two midfielders, Ugarte is Cass build replacement, and Fofana is Mainoo replacement. That's what it looks like.
That would be the wrong thing to do, because it should be Berg for Mainoo and it should be Fofana.
Of course, it should be.
Or if you're getting both, get both. Like we discussed earlier in regards to that. And Bruno or Mount. The thing is, I think it'll be more Mount. I think he's gonna run that way. He might run Mount in the 10 and run Bruno further forward. I can see him doing
that Bruno further forward shit. They're saying that my man. Hold on 1 second. They're saying yep, there it is. They've just announced in the new kit.
Oh yeah, finally. Okay, love that.
No number. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there were people online saying that he's gonna get 4 and Berg's gonna, not Berg, Mazraoui's gonna get 3, but Ugarte, if Ugarte signs, he'll want the 4. So it'll be interested. If he doesn't get the 4, then Ugarte might get it. Do you know what I mean? Or Ugarte might wait for the number 5 that Harry Maguire's got and just have a temp number this season on loan.
And then just do it like that.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Might do something where he gets 2 numbers that equal 5, something like that. It's one of those.
Yeah, maybe. Because he wears 5. I think he wears 5 for his country, and I think 4 for PSG, I believe. So,
or a second, or just like a secondary number, maybe what you had before PSG.
So this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like with Fofana. That's what it looks like with Fofana there. And then what? And that's what it looks like with Sanderberg there. But either way, like that lineup, brother, it's one of them ones. Lenny Euro can fill in at right back also, and obviously Delo can play right back also.
Yeah, Delo, Mazraoui, and Euro can all play right back. Yeah, I'm just having a look here.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. Like Mazraoui starts at left back. Luke Shaw is obviously back up there, but fuck Luke Shaw, man. Do you know what I mean? But brother, even if we need to use Martinez as a backup left back here, and
hopefully Malacia will get back as well. Hopefully,
exactly
this season, Malacia will get back, even if it's 2-3 months from now.
Euro, Delete, Maguire, Martinez. That 4, I'm happy with that. Right. I'm happy with that 4. I don't think we need another centre back.
It's the left-sided centre back that worries me. I would like. I don't want Brantford, but I would like a cheaper alternative to that. I don't want to see Maguire and Lindelof.
But what's the point of bringing in a left-sided centre back and then having Harry Maguire and Evans? That's all 6 centre backs.
That's my point. Is
because we're not going to be able to sell Maguire. We're not going to be able to sell Maguire this window.
Maguire and Lindelof should not be there. If it should be, because we got Euro, De Ligt, Martinez, left-sided centre back. Evans.
Apparently, we turned down Mozo because he wanted too much money.
Yes, I go get, and especially with Martinez, with what we've spoken about earlier on about him potentially breaking down. I'm not trying to see Maguire or Lindelof there, or Johnny Evans for even though I like Johnny Evans for an extended period of time, you're hanging him out to dry with how we are going to be. Now, don't get misunderstood. If we had a better manager and a better system in place, I'd be less critical. But these men are going to be out there by themselves. To me, these men are out there, but in particular from a defensive standpoint, and we've seen what happened last season with the amount of shots we faced over pretty much the entire season. So I think we need I'm not Brantford, but go get a left-sided centre-back. Even if it's a left-sided centre-back that can also play left-back. Yeah, man, Maguire.
But yo, I'll be real, yeah.
Go on.
The back line I'm cool with. And then everything else in front of that stinks, if we're being honest. This midfield, 3, is rubbish. It's not balanced at all, bro. Like, I'll be real. Against the shitter teams, we can go in like that. If we go in against Arsenal, Liverpool, even Villa and teams like that with this midfield, we'll get cooked, bro. I do not like Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro in there, especially without Bruno helping, because Bruno doesn't help.
No, so it's those two.
This is what the problem is. Do you know what I mean? And you know what it is, yeah? It's like, you know what the fucked up thing about this is that the focal point of the midfield should be Casemiro.
Absolutely.
But it's not. You know them ones. And what I mean by that is, Cass is the one that's intelligent enough, yeah, to break up the play, to play the ball, to do all of these other things. We should be looking for a player to complement Casemiro to get the best out of them. Kobbie is not that player.
Yeah, we should be looking for a better version of Eriksen. That's what we should be looking for.
But that's
a better version of Eriksen.
But this is my point. But Kobbie is not that player. And I don't want him to be that player. This is why Kobbie should be where Bruno is. Do you understand where I am?
In the ideal world, yeah, I fully get what you're saying. In the ideal world, yes, I would love to see Mainoo higher up the pitch. My guy Eddie was talking about this, that he was like, I want to see Mainoo. Because at times against City, Mainoo is the deepest midfielder. He's like, I don't want him to be the deepest midfielder. He should be the highest.
You never want him to be the deepest midfielder.
Yeah, so he should be the highest.
Hear what it is now. You should find a number 6 that's going to screen the back line, pick up the ball, so then Casemiro can be in front and do that. The problem is, if you bring in another midfielder and you're not going to start even if you're not going to start Casemiro, yeah, UGARTE and Kobbie Mainoo is no better. It's no better. I'd argue that it's worse because UGARTE can't pass like Casemiro.
Because they're very similar profiles as well, so you got the same problems.
This is what I'm trying to say. For me, UGARTE is a more mobile but shitter version of Casemiro. So
yeah, I think he's more mobile, but
less good on the ball.
Yeah. More mobile, but not as good on the ball.
This is what I'm saying. So the midfield should really be a 6 like Sanderberg, Casemiro, and then Kobbie with a free role. That's what the midfield should be, because Kobbie's a better footballer than Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is more experienced, he's older and all that, but in terms of pure footballing ability, Kobbie is miles clear of him.
Even a debate between the two.
Do you know what I mean? Kobbie's miles clear of him. The problem is, we're trying to shoehorn Kobbie and Bruno in the same midfield, which means man a scapegoat in Casemiro. But really and truly, if Kobbie and Bruno are going to play together, then we need a 6 that can play in a single pivot. That's the only way that Bruno and Kobbie is balanced, is if we got Rodri.
The thing is, we got
Rodri.
And you're looking for ultimate 6, because I think Rodri, even if it's Mainoo and Bruno, the way we play, we don't play possession based. So not only would he have to be able to screen and get on the ball and be press resistant, you'd also have to be super mobile, because you ain't getting no help.
But that's what I'm trying to say, because Kobbie and Bruno ain't helping you. They're both leaving you to drown.
You're literally looking for a unicorn. You're looking for a unicorn.
brother. We need Rodri with Kante's engine.
Yes, which don't exist. You're looking for Rodri.
Brother, you would have to invent a player, yeah, on fucking FIFA to play with them two.
I never realized how much this was a problem until we started speaking about it.
Yeah, but this
I've been talking so
point.
much about our attack. I'm not actually focused on, which I know the midfield's not it, but yeah, it ain't it. And he's gonna do that.
My point. This is my point, my brother. When I'm watching football, I'm having these conversations in my head all the time. Bear man are just watching the game, like, oh yeah, we just go and get that, bruv. Bruno and Kobbie together almost always doesn't work.
Because they want to do the same things.
They want to do the same things.
And operate in the same areas.
Thank you. You get me now.
Yeah, I hear you.
They both want to opposite. They both want to influence the game in areas higher up the pitch.
Yeah.
Bruno wants to play with a free role, and Kobbie wants to play with a free role. Kobbie's sacrificing himself because he's the young G and playing in a deeper role, but then he's getting exposed in transition because he's still learning the position because that's not his game.
Isn't far from his game. And then the thing is with that, if you're doing this and it's possession based and you're keeping the ball, you're getting caught less in transition. But we ain't keeping the ball. That's why Rodri, for instance, with City can play with De Bruyne and Foden, because De Bruyne and Foden ain't defensive minded. They don't want to be tracking runners. But you know what City do? Keep the ball. You're keeping the ball 70-75% of the time, so you're barely defended.
And guess what? Well, guess what? And when you're playing in a team that doesn't keep the ball, you can't have Kobbie and Bruno, two players that don't really want to defend. Like Bruno runs around, but he doesn't read. But he closes down, but he doesn't read the game well enough to intercept and do all of those things. Like he's just a headless runner. Like Rasmus is a headless runner, and Garnacho is a headless runner. But this is why Man United do bare running, and the other team plays one pass and they cut out like 4 man, and then we're done. You know, like that. And this is exactly what I'm saying, bro. Bruno and Kobbie, want to do the same things, so they don't really complement each other. This is the problem with this Man United team. It's not the system. It's the lack of balance and how the managers interpreting the system. And this is why I said, if we don't get a screening number 6, like Berg, and we decide to get a Fofana and an Ugarte, the main problem that this team have, we still haven't addressed it.
It's still the same problem.
We still haven't addressed it. It's still clashing profiles.
Yeah.
Except maybe if he plays Fofana and Ugarte behind Bruno, you got 2 men that are just gonna
go close down and run around and actually track and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's it. But then you drop Kobbie.
True. Which is the manager gonna do? That is one thing I could see him doing. I could see him dropping Mainoo. If we were to sign a Fofana or Ugarte, Casemiro and Bruno are dead certs.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can drop Kobbie. You know why? Because I think that there's going to be a lot of pressure from the club now. They want to make Kobbie the face of the Ineos era, and I'm okay with that because he deserves to be, not Rashford. Sell Rashford.
I hear that. With this manager, I put nothing past him. I think if let's say we sign Fofana or Ugarte, I think Mainoo. I think
Kobbie Mainoo's Beetlejuice, blood. He's untouchable, blood.
You reckon so?
Yeah.
So you reckon it's Cass? Because we know Bruno plays.
Cass is the one that's going to get sacrificed, bro.
You reckon it's going to be... We'll see.
Kobbie Mainoo, no one can't chat to Kobbie Mainoo. Kobbie Mainoo, listen, Ten Hag is holding on to Kobbie Mainoo as his legacy, blood. I promise you. You see the way he talks about Kobbie Mainoo like no one knew about him before him, bruv. Listen, that's his legacy, bro, Kobbie Mainoo. He is holding on to that like the black box on the plane, bruv. I'm telling you this. Kobbie Mainoo is this bruh's whole identity now.
We're going to find out. Like I said, this manager, I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. To even pick the correct lineup or have the correct profiles, I really, really don't. Because that team that's not a good team under him. Now, if you get a better manager, you could implement something that helps these players and has this team at a functioning, competent level. And that's all you need to be. We're talking compete. We ain't talking about going to win a league title. We're talking competing for top 4. Is this team capable under the right man? Absolutely is under the right manager. Absolutely.
Brother, this guy, no. You see this squad, brother? This is a top 4 and trophy squad, no problemo, bruv.
Under the right guy, yes.
No fucking problem, bruv.
Under
Is
the right
man
guy.
all right?
Under the right guy, yeah. I trust again, that's why my biggest issue came with the manager staying. Under the right guy, I was like, okay, give him a new, because we've seen managers with attacks that are less and midfields that are less, have less individual quality, perform to a good level. So this is definitely capable. This is better than 8th and a minus goal difference.
Yeah.
Let's even take Xerxes out of it, and you want to throw in a Højlund or you want to throw in a Sancho up top. It's better.
We don't want to throw
Højlund
Højlund in there.
out there. No. But Højlund's not good.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But let's not talk that shit into existence, bro. Like, listen, you know them ones there.
That's the new number 9 Rants, man. That's the new number 9.
Listen, I ain't no one to pray for setbacks and that, but cool. I'm cool to see how the striker position evolves with that. You know, like that.
Number 9, man. That's the fresh number 9, fresh number, man. I'm hearing Højlund is getting 15 goals this season, man, in the league and that.
Listen, bruv. Their man said that man even tried to get the craters sorted out on his face and that. You know them ones. I see man getting injections and all that. Nah, bro. I see man getting injections and them things there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I could have just given him a meal plan. It would have been cheaper, but I hear it. Like, hey, big up Miles for the super chat. He said, I think the way United will treat Mainoo will be the same as Pogba in a deeper role rather than higher up in the 8. Me personally, Cass should be 6, Mainoo 8, Fernandez 8. Cass ain't a 6, bro. It doesn't work, Miles. We tried it and he got isolated and he got cooked, my brother. I hear you, big up. And yeah, I think they're going to misuse Kobbie, but bro, I think they only misuse Kobbie as long as this manager's manager, bro. I think once he's gone, do you know what I mean? And Ruud takes over.
You can definitely get much more out of Mainoo and the rest of this team. Even the players I don't rate. With a better system, you can get more out of Rashford. As much as I don't rate Rashford. Rashford has his uses. Same with the Garnacho, for example. Same with the Bruno, for example. As much as I don't rate these, they are better than what they are showing, is the point I'm making.
Do you know what I mean? So, all right, cool. What we'll do now, before we wrap up, people. 1 minute. Listen, all right. Everyone's fit, yeah? What's your Man United team?
Change the lip for Euro. Would I swap? I'd swap Mazraoui with Dalot.
So Euro.
Yeah.
Swap Mazraoui with Dalot.
Yeah,
so you play Dalot left back.
Left back, Mazraoui right back. Yeah, I'd run that. That's what I'd run. I know Mazraoui played the vast majority of.
I agree. I would do it that way as well. The only reason why I didn't is because I feel like this manager,
this is my thing. This manager, I don't know what he's gonna do.
I think this fucking manager is gonna play Mazraoui on the left, but I would play Dalot on the left because also Dalot can shoot, and when you look statistically, Mazraoui don't really cross and he don't really shoot. Like he's a link man, innit, bro? And Dalot's got that rapper's blood, like when he cuts onto his right foot. All right, what are we doing with the midfield?
What we saying? No midfield.
We've got Berg and we've got Ugarte.
We got Berg and Ugarte. I'm going Cass, Berg, Mainoo. I'm going with those 3.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I'm going Cass, Berg, and Mainoo. That would be my 3, 100%. Bruno can get dropped, my dear. Bruno can get dropped, 100%. That's my team.
And then
Mainoo can play there. Yeah. Mainoo, Bruno can get.
And what are we doing with the attack?
And then I'm going Diallo. I'm saying Diallo, Rashford. So I'm playing Sancho, who's the false 9.
Rashford and Sancho. So Sancho up front.
Sancho up top. Yeah. That'd be mine. Rashford because I have to. Because I'm like, it's either him or Garnacho, and it's like, all right, cool. Plus, I want some express pace there to link. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. That'd be my team. And that even ideal.
That's fucking dirty though.
It's not even ideal, but that's the best we've got.
That's fucking dirty though, blood.
You know the problem is we never seeing that shit. we never see.
We ain't seeing that, bro.
We never seeing that. That's my never seeing that.
Nah. They're saying that they've announced Mazraoui as well. Hold on, let's have a look on here. Let's see. I've seen the lit picture already. Where's Mazraoui? Yeah, there it is as well. You know it is, yeah, brother. We'll see, innit? We'll see. All right, cool. So,
but that's what I'm going with.
This is nice, bro. You lot in the chat, out of 10, what are you scoring at? What are you scoring that team, in your opinion?
And even some of that, like I'm looking at, I don't like Onana, I'm not hugely sold on. I don't like.
I'm giving on a clean slate this season, bro.
I'm not hugely sold on Mazraoui, Dalot as the fullbacks. I'm not hugely sold on Burge. That's more on the profile and what I've heard, and we don't have that as well.
Yeah,
Rashford speaks on. So that's 1, 3, 4
bro,
of
Cody
the
Ugly
4
to
of the
Brighton.
11.
No way. What are we doing?
I check out Brighton 4 of the 11. I'm like, and even Burge is more. That's just more unknown.
Yeah, to me, I think Sanderberg is the only midfielder we've been linked to that balances out our midfielder and gives us something we don't have. So he has to play. Cass is Cass or UGARTE and Kobbie Mainoo, and Cass has had a great preseason. Everyone's downplaying Cass's preseason because they don't like him in it, or they've decided that his legs are gone. But let's be fucking honest, yeah.
And he played well.
Be fucking honest, bro. He's been brilliant. Like,
and he played well against City.
Manager's full of shit, bro. And this is the problem. Yeah. It's like man don't want to admit that Cass has been good.
He played well against City. He did, and all this talk of his legs are gone. They look fine against City.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say.
He looked fine against City.
Like this
he
team,
looked fine against
there's
COVID,
not too much.
Wembley as well.
There's not too much I change, to be honest. I changed Rashford for Sancho.
You play Sancho out wide?
Oh hell yeah, because I am not playing Rashford, blood.
You see that? Rashford's a needs must when I looked at it.
He's been shite, blood. You know what I mean?
Because to me, it was him or Garnacho when it's
Nah, I bring Garnacho on the right.
No, that's my point. Is it
for Ahmad after like 70 minutes, and then I bring Rashford on with about 10 minutes to go. Like, if we're winning, if we're not winning, he can stay on the bench, blood. You know,
that's fine.
It depends, innit? But I bring the pace off the bench. Not that Ahmad ain't got pace, because he's got pace. He's probably quicker than Garnacho, but Garnacho runs more without the ball than Ahmad runs without the ball, innit? So it's a different thing. But that's my team. Even the fullbacks, the maddest thing about the fullbacks is, Euro can play right back. So it depends on who we're playing against. Man might want to do a Lenny Euro at right back thing, and
then play De Ligt at centre back.
And play De Ligt at centre back. Or, the Martinez at left back sounds nice on paper, but it's like, I don't really trust him.
To show how short we are, man. This goes to show how short we are.
I don't think we're that short, though, because Mazraoui and Dalot both can play left back. So to me, I'm okay with multifunctional players. I'm good with one of them get injured, then we work it out.
Yeah, you play one. But if we had a 30 left back, how much better that is. Putting a left back of quality there, and then you put Dalot at right back, all of a sudden the team just looks so much better, is the point I'm making. It shouldn't be Mazraoui and Dalot. It should be all to me. It shouldn't be.
But then, if we're playing, let's say we're playing if we're playing a big game, and we're trying to do the mad thing, and let's say we could go 3 at the back. Let me see what that looks like. 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. If they got 3, 4, they ain't got a 3, 4, 1, 2 here. So let me see if that looks like a 3, 4, 1, 2. No, it doesn't. We'll just go for. We'll just go for 3, 4, 3, and we'll do whatever. In the big games, though, I believe we can. We can definitely.
You thinking a Euro right-sided centre back, De Ligt centre back, Martinez
that's where we're going.
Mazraoui, Dalot as the wing backs, and then
that's where we're going. That's exactly where we're going. I just want to. I've seen it in my head, but I haven't seen it anywhere else in it. So I want to see if this shit works, but it might not in it. But I'm gonna see if it works in real life, bruv. Yeah.
So then you can have Dalot, Mazraoui the other side.
Yeah. So, but who do we take out? Fucking hell, this is nasty work, innit?
So you go in Sanderberg, Casemiro. So it has to be the Dalot and Mazraoui. Then who's your front three? To me, I'm playing.
Are we playing? No, fuck the front three, because brother.
So we playing.
Are we playing three up front or 2 up front?
We playing 1. So you playing Mainoo as the 10, and then what? Because
I would play a. When I play 3 at the back. I can't lie. I like 2 up front. I don't like this 3 up front shit.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't
like. Put Mainoo in the 10. Then play Mainoo in the 10.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So what I would probably do is,
but then it can't be Sancho and Xerxes. It has to be Sancho or Xerxes.
but that's what I'm fucking. This, bruv,
Yeah.
this is the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if we're looking defensively, then Berg and Cass have to play.
That's cool with the
Kobbie,
back three and the two wing.
yeah,
and the
but
two wing
Kobbie's
backs.
got to be kind of here, like.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm
that's
saying?
cool. That works.
And then, ooh,
this is where the problem lies.
And then we've got two here. So we need to decide what the two is. Yeah, it has to be Xerxes and someone, Xerxes and Ahmad, or Xerxes and Sancho. It's one of them. It's one of them two, or it's a Xerxes and a Rashford, blood, just for his pace.
It has to be.
You know them ones there. Like it has to be. If we're being real, this is where you use Rashford's pace. Yeah, this is where you use.
Yeah, that has to be Mazraoui, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it has to be Maz.
Yeah. Oh, that's Mazraoui, and then it has to. And this is my point in the front three. You need that pace. That's why I had.
Yeah, you do. You need the outlet. You need the outlet, bro.
As much as I don't rate him.
Or you drop one of these two. You drop my man, unfortunately, and you play Bruno.
But even for Bruno ain't outlet.
No, I don't know, but you put him in there for the fucking running, blood.
Oh, you're talking about the energy.
I'll be real, like I'll be real.
Yeah, because this is a defensive lineup.
Yeah, because if we're playing against a bigger team,
yeah, you don't want Casemiro and Berg there. You got
Bruno. I see. You put Bruno in there for the spam ball, over the top to Rashford. That's what you do. Like this is how you set up tactically, bruv. No bias. It's all about horses for courses, blood.
Yeah.
This man here, because you've got someone here, that's the pin man with Xerxes, and then you've got that outlet with Rashford, and then you got Bruno, the guy that's gonna find the pass.
Yeah.
And that's how you fucking set up, bro. You know, like that. And that's how you set up. That's how you set up.
You're gonna counter that. That's not too shabby, that.
Brother, listen, that's how you set up.
But you know what the problem is? This manager's never gonna do that.
Yeah, but bro, I'm just saying this is the versatility that this squad would give you. Do you know what I'm saying?
With a better guy, you're thinking beyond the manager, aren't you already?
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm just thinking about using my brain, blood. Like, forget the manager. I don't know what operates inside that bald head of his. But you know them ones. Like, we have to keep it a buck, yeah. When you're playing football, against a team that you're gonna surrender possession, yeah, what you do with the ball becomes more and more and more and more important.
Yeah.
You need a focal point up front. Xerxes gives you the focal point that you can play it into.
Thanks.
Rashford gives you the guy that's going to run off him.
Yes.
Bruno gives you the guy that's going to play that final pass, and he's going to play it within 2 touches, because you know Bruno will hoof it. Yes. So if he hoops it up to Xerxes flicks it onto Rashford, goals. Unfortunately, it's not the sexiest football you're going to see. But also, when we lose the ball, you get compact.
Defensively, that's with the 2 fullbacks, because it's not like you got wingers at wing back. You have actual fullbacks at wing back.
Yeah, but this is the thing. And then when you lose the ball, when you lose the ball and you're defending, it looks like this.
I like it.
It looks like this. Or if we're more realistic, because Dallo can invert. So when you lose the ball, it looks like lose the ball, and it looks like is Bruno left or right? Yeah, it looks like yeah, it looks like that.
And even Xerxes in the 10, because he's a false 9 anyway.
Bro, that's how it looks. That's how it looks when you lose the ball. That's how it looks. That's exactly how it looks when you lose the ball, and you're cool. You're nice and compact. You got your 2 midfielders that can play out. Do you know what I'm saying? Bruno's energy. So, bruv, he's out there. Dallo's out there. And Dallo is good enough on the ball that he can invert and he can play in that midfield if we win the ball high up. And then you've got Rashford and you've got Xerxes. And that's how we look when we lose it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how we look when we lose it, which is fine.
I have no issue.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just crazy.
Xerxes is more of a creative scorer, is exactly why Rashford runs off him.
Because Rashford's the goal scorer you're looking at. He's the outlet.
He's the outlet. That's why I'm not playing Xerxes and Sancho or Xerxes and Ahmad, because you need an outlet. So you play Xerxes and Rashford.
That's why I had him in my last one, because he's the outlet.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So literally, the only role that we haven't seen Rashford in is as a striker in a 2, because he's failed at everything else. So that's his last opportunity I'm giving him now. Bro, he's failed at everything else. He can't play up front on his own. He can't play on the left. So my last hope is...
You know what? That suits him though. Him up front on the 2 suits him.
It suits him. The old-fashioned big striker flicks it onto Rashford.
Yeah. He could do that. He could play up front of the 2. He could do that.
That's what I'm saying. Bruv, that's it. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, like for the people that were here all the way through that, and not the fucking mutants that came through halfway through that don't understand what we just did there. Do you know what I'm saying? That is what a balanced football team looks like. It's not about putting all your best players in there, because Ahmad and Sancho are my 2 favorite players at Man United, and Kobbie Mainoo, and none of them 3 were in the team.
They made that one. Yeah, because when you're trying to be more defensive and counter-attack, they may not be suited. And that's okay. Because they can play the next game. They might be suited for the next game.
But this is the point.
It's different assignments.
Exactly. So when people are talking shit about bias and all that, my 3 favorite players, I took out the team.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's true.
Do you see what I'm saying? So different horses for different courses, and this is why a squad is important in football. So don't tell me that someone deserves to start because they scored off the bench last week. That's not how football works. Who are we playing?
Yeah, our home to Fulham is completely different in a Community Shield game to Manchester City.
This is what it is.
You're playing 2 completely different oppositions, 2 completely different games, and 2 different scenarios. So,
but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
And the thing is, you see how the game is going, and then sometimes you might have a plan in your head to play a certain way because you think the opposition is going to set up a certain way. Like, for instance, when I was watching that Man United game, look at the strength of the team that our manager picked. As soon as I saw that City team, bro, I would have made changes, bruv, at least to the system. It's like, why are we setting up against City's youths like that, bro? We gave them way too much respect.
And Riley and all that type of stuff.
Come on. We gave them way too much respect and way too much time on the ball, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If we were a bit more aggressive and on the front foot, bro, we could have put these men away. And we should have. Look at the amount of chances we created, and we weren't even really playing on the front foot. Imagine if we played on the front foot.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
More than enough to win the game. Nah, I fully hear what you're saying. We created more than enough to win the game with that. Fact. When I told you, you need to know, big up Lee Gunner every single time as well.
Big up Gunner, yeah. And let's get these lights up, people in the chat, man. Big up everyone. Let's get to 700. We got 635, man. We got 60 odd. Do you know what I mean? So let's run those up, man. But now, honestly, the squad is very, very close to being amazing.
I think it's close to being. I don't think it's being close to being amazing.
No, amazing as in amazing what we need. Amazing as in compared to what it was, bro. Not amazing compared to Real Madrid.
Yeah, when you said amazing, that's what I was like.
Hey, hey, brother, listen. Listen. Hey, remember where we came from, Flawless. You know what it was there? Remember where we came from.
Hey, to me, we still there with this lot.
Nah, brother, we came from Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka to Mazraoui, Euro, and De Ligt, bro. Listen, we
that's true.
Thanks.
That's an upgrade.
We give thanks.
Yeah, that is an upgrade.
You know, like that. Like, remember where we came from. Let's not do this. Like, we don't want to start moving like Chelsea fans, where these men moving like they always wore Gucci and that. You know them ones. Dennis Wise was your captain. These men are moving like they always shopped in Harrods, bro. This is how they move.
Dennis Wise and Frank Lampard.
We was in Iceland shopping, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And now we're in Sainsbury's. It's not Marks and Spencer's, but it's not Iceland. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you made that point. When you say amazing, no, that makes sense. Now it does. From an individual stuff, and I've said that about Ineos. I like the moves we've made. I like the transfers we've done. We still need more because of how far we've got to go, but we have made improvements. 100%. I don't trust this guy, this guy in the dugout.
I hear it. And this, if we sign Berg, everyone cool with Mainoo being backup 10. Bro, listen, I would rather that he was a backup 10 than him being misprofiled and then him gonna get run into the floor and then get criticized. And then on top of that, it would mean that we're fucking off Mason Mount, which would be perfect. You get me?
Yeah, that's true. No, I fully hear that. Yeah, I fully hear that.
So now we just need to see. I don't know. Let's check this and then we're gonna wrap up. What is it? Cool. What the hell are we saying?
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
What is it?
It's the picture with him, Mazraoui, and De Ligt at Bayern Munich.
Oh, they was all there together.
Yeah, brother.
Okay,
Hey, yo, hey, nah, that's it. Hey, we're back, baby. Just like that. You know them, man. Them. How many we putting past Fulham on Friday, blood? Come on, don't be shy, blood.
Here we go.
Don't be shy, blood. You know, like that. How many we putting past Fulham on Friday, man? Don't be shy, fam. Bro, this is what we're doing, man.
Here we go, man. Trust me. Until we see that front four of Ganacho, Rashford, Mount, and Bruno, man.
We're gonna do this until Friday, and then I'm gonna get brought down to earth, blood. I swear, Dad.
All right, when you come down to earth, I'm already here. So I'll see you when you land, fam.
I'm going to lie to myself for another 2 more days.
I respect that, man. Honestly, man, I respect that still. But that's I got us 2-1. I got us 2-1.
We got the Ajax back 4, blood. Do you know what I mean? Out of 5, with Onana, Mazraoui, Lisandro, and De Ligt, bro. It's crazy. 4 out of 5, and he's still gonna tell us we can't play Ajax ball. Watch him gaslight us.
We gotta play Ajax ball.
Watch him gaslight us, bro. After a 1-0 defeat to Fulham, at home, bro. He's gonna gaslight us. Tell us that he can't play Ajax ball, even though he bought the whole fucking crew.
But hey, people are saying that we're gonna score all these goals and be so much better. So we'll see. That's what it is. I already know. I see everyone that's up in the sky. When you lot land on Earth, I'll see you lot there, man. See you lot there Friday about 10:30 p.m. Because I've been here, I've not gone up in the sky. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm cool. I see what's going on. But I hope to be wrong and I meet you lot up in the sky if it is indeed the football we expect. If we get Sancho and Xerxes and Diallo and and we balling out and we put Fulham to the sword. He ain't doing that shit.
I hear you. Do you know what I mean? But yo, big up everyone inside. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully, what day is it? Thursday. Yeah, hopefully by Friday, all my shit that I ordered from that United store that I fucking spent some bad money in, bro. I spent some bad money in there, flawless. You know them, man. So hopefully that shit arrives by Friday. So you get me, man's got the fresh strip for the first game of the season. Even I'm fucking around like I ain't got the other 2 kits already, but you know them, man.
Yeah, the nice though.
It's bad. It's bad, but hopefully man's got the white one by Friday. Do you know what I'm saying? That should arrive in the next couple of days. And you get me? We're eating. Yeah, we're eating, man. We're eating steak. You know them ones. What you got coming up anyway, my bro? And guys, who's live as well that we can redirect to?
Yeah, blessed for having me as always. Big up the chat, run up the likes. Love, man, every time. 11:30 p.m. back live with my guy Vader, talking all things United, all things Manchester City. So first crossover, Man Them United pod, Man Them City pod. So we'll be discussing both Manchester clubs. So that's 11:30 p.m. UK time. Probably be live after that on the playback, maybe even before Pro Clubs people. All the gaming content is on there as well.
That's it. Hey guys, we're 30 likes away from 700. Let's get those up. Make sure you subscribe to Flawless's channel. The link is in the title as usual. And yeah, we're what? About what are we? 400 and something away from 100,000. So
we gonna get there, man. Yo, make sure you thinking of stuff to celebrate, fam, man. You know what I'm saying? Do something.
Yeah, we are very close.
You work tirelessly. Do something to celebrate that, man. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Come on,
we are very close, people. I know, actually, saying that, bro, I'm up in Manny next week as well. So hopefully, do you know what I'm saying? It's done by then. I'm up in Manny, so I'll link up with you, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely, fam. Shout, man.
You know I'm up in Manny from Wednesday to Friday because it's the Champions League futsal and it's in Manchester.
Cool.
So.
Yeah,
so I'm up in Manchester Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, blood. So
yeah, definitely. Because that's crazy. I'm down in London at the end of this month, so I was going to tell you about that anyway. So yeah, definitely couple link ups.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out me, bro. Do you know what I mean? But I'm up in Manny. Obviously, the shows will still run. I got to work. I booked an apartment with a workspace. So do you know what I mean? The live streams continue, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's lit, bro. Man's gonna enjoy that. Make sure you smash the like, guys, and obviously we're gonna raid Saeed's channel now. And yeah, what day is it tomorrow? Yeah, show with Saeed tomorrow. You know, like that. Show with Saeed tomorrow and the Super Cup tomorrow as well. It's Real Madrid against Atalanta. So we got the Super Cup watch along, we got the show with Saeed, and we got Mandem Talk. So we got another stack day tomorrow, people.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, man. Big up everyone inside. And yeah, tomorrow